Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Talitha. I am Travis, and now it's the time for the Road to WrestleMania.
Road to WrestleMania stuff.
It's Monday Night Recap. Just kidding, it's Monday Night Raw.
It's Monday Night Raw.
It is Monday night.
That's what I heard. I was told.
Monday night I got a brand new kick on.
Looks like we got Walter will be here around 9. We have Karina Collins in the chat. Hey, Karina. We have James Howell in the chat. Weasley's out there. Alita Kelly's with us tonight. Ryoto's with us. Chris Akane is there tonight. Jacob Agin is with us. And Luke is there. Hello. So, let's see.
Yeah.
We got Samo out there. Hello, Samo. And as Luke says, he's just here until he goes to work. Correctamundo. But you're there for now, so you get a howdy, howdy, hello. Hello, hello, howdy.
We are 5 days away from the day that is.
We got Ravi out there and Joven with us tonight. Jacob's like, is there 2 fiends? No, I think there's only 1. We got Rally in the chat. Hey, Rally, how's it going?
I want to be at a fiend party where there's like 30 fiends.
30, but you don't know which the real one is.
Some of them are burnt, some of them aren't.
So you have to use like a bat to figure out which one is the real one. Because if you bat him and hit him, it's like a piñata. Stuff will come out.
Yes. Former 2-time WWE championship. Soon to be a former 3-time championship. When he loses the next time.
Right? They're like, we'll just make you the new Charlotte.
He's had 3 titles. Like, if he wins it this year at Mania, that means he will have been a 3-time champion in a year.
That's just ridiculous.
1 year to the date.
Russell McIntyre's in the chat. Hey, Russell McIntyre with your knives out there kniving people.
It's the sword
Rev's
for Drew.
Cheese fam. The Gab is back with another bad boy watch along.
Bad boy.
Yeah, smells like her Titus is getting the Warrior Award at the Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
Which is tomorrow night, right?
It is. We will not be doing that.
Jacob Eugene says, I have a question. Is there 2 fiends? Oh, I already answered that. Okay. Rally says, hi guys, Rally here. Hello, question for you guys. Do you think Charlotte Flair returning tonight? It's not live, it's taped earlier this week, and it's Charlotte's birthday today.
Right,
actually,
and she was at Raw last week.
It was taped before last week's Raw.
Right.
So that's why last week's Raw sucked so bad.
Oh, whatever.
Because they had
Everybody
to
was
remember that they had done stuff for this week. We'll just say it's already taped so they can have time off. So who knows if they'll throw Charlotte out there in this one that was taped.
She was there last week.
Weasley wants to know, Travis, when are you going to do predictions? I'm guessing for...
Friday night late.
I'm going to miss it. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be here. Robbie's like, Travis, so glad not to watching the Hall of Shame.
Yeah, I'm not even interested in it.
Godflesh is like, Russell has no sword emoji. Right? It's all knives. It's like knifing people to death. It's kind of creepy, actually. We got Ayla in the chat. Hey, Ayla. She's like, hey, losers. Hey. JPG is like, Travis, there's a women's tag match tonight.
Is it all 4 of those ladies? Or I guess there's 8 ladies. A fatal 4-way tag team match. The word I'm looking for.
As Chris Akane says, oh, well, 3 hours of people in the chat saying, did you hear? Did you hear? Did you hear? What did we hear?
Do you think?
Do you hear? Did you hear?
Do you think?
Did you hear?
I did hear.
Did you hear?
I can't remember what it was, though.
RVD is in the Hall of Fame! Oh! Whoa! As Luke says, if they throw Charlotte into the WrestleMania match on the go-home show, I'll have some questions. What kind of questions? Like good questions? Bad questions?
You know what would get everybody all excited is if they throw her into the Bianca and Sasha fight.
Oh,
Yeah, nobody would complain about that at all.
Robbie's like, Wrestlemania fam on the weekend. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Some WrestleMania. Oh, how much are you willing to sacrifice all your hair? I want to see you shave your head.
Another sacrifice.
Are you sure? You look hungry. Do you want another sacrifice?
Not enough.
He looks like I saw Adam on Easter. I heard you got to see Treon.
I did.
I did.
He showed up for about 10 minutes. 20 minutes.
Right? Jigger G's like Asuka and Ripley versus Nia and Baylor. Or Baszler. Yeah, Baszler. Yeah, Shayna. There we go. Riley's like, what a busy week. Every night wrestling for 12 days in a row. It includes Impact on Thursdays. Wow, so good. If you like wrestling. Haha. You too funny, RVD and Hall of Fame. Every week someone says it. Right?
You can't help it. It's awesome.
Alita's like, I would. Looks like I would question why I waste my time on these WWE shenanigans. Right? Weasel's like, I hope they throw Charlotte in it because she's the queen and the goat. Sweet, because Cuddy's like, asshole mania. And we have Matthew Minutes with us tonight. Hey, Matthew!
Hello, Matthew.
So Charlotte was told by WWE that she was pregnant and they pulled her off the card.
Yeah.
By the way, did you hear that RVD is in the Hall of Fame? You know, I did hear it.
heard
Oh my
about
god. It's so weird. Like,
whispers.
I thought it was just a rumor. Robbie's like, Shelton is fuming with Vince that the Hurt Business is no more. Yeah, that was a dumb call on Vince McMahon's part.
I guess it was solely Vince's call, too. The Hurt Business didn't even want to break up.
What a jackass.
It's kind of sucky,
I don't think people wanted them to break up either. Like, I don't think anybody was thinking their reasoning behind, like, some of their reasoning behind it actually sounds more racist than them just being a group. Is that...
Race is why they broke up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it sounds more racist, the reason why he took them apart, than why they weren't just together. It's so weird to me. I don't understand it at all. Really, I don't. It is just unbelievable to me.
Are you done?
I was like, Charlotte is a goat. I don't know why people hate her.
I don't hate her.
Oh, God. It's because of her stupid robes. That's why I don't like her.
Whatever. Her dad had them.
I have no problem with Charlotte. I don't really care. I really don't have a like or a dislike for Charlotte, so I'm kind of neutral when it comes to her. Jake O'Gee's like, did you hear that Great Khali is in the Hall of Fame? Oh, yeah, we forgot about that one, too. Yeah, we get to hear that one all the time, too.
Did you hear Bautista pulled out? He's not going to be in the Hall of Fame this year.
I thought that was already a given. Is that new? Did I miss something? Didn't somebody say that like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I'm just making sure I'm up with the times of what's the new stuff going on. He was like, yeah, but he didn't show up. Who didn't show up? What did you show up with what? Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it with your sacrifice. Looks like if they throw Charlotte into the Raw Women's match tonight, then they better throw Becky into the SmackDown one just to maximize their rage. That will happen. Plus, they just extended the copyright on Last Kicker and other older Becky trademarks.
Right. Well, I'm hoping that she does show up at Mania and then challenges the winner of the SmackDown title right after the match. Like, her music hits. Especially if they main event it night one.
One, though. Why would it be SmackDown? She was on Raw.
Because it would make more sense for her to be on SmackDown.
Really?
And because that's where Seth is.
Who cares? They did that on purpose. Weasel's like, the whole effing show, RVD. RVD is one of my faves of all time. Yeah. I think you've told us at least 500,000 times that he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Alita Kelly's like, my neighbor across the woods outside lights are so bright.
We have one of those.
We have one of those too, and it makes me want to take
a
very
away.
Silent gun and shoot it out. But we live in the city.
Sort of.
Kinda. On the outskirts, but still, I seriously want to just projectile take it out.
Get a Gammo.
Something.
Pellet gun.
It's just so annoying. Go outside and you're like, it's in my eye, and then you don't know where you went and you trip and fall down your own stairs.
Keep talking, I'm going to get out of this ring and whoop your ass, he says.
Oh, he's whipping people's butts at the sacrificing. He's still wearing his Hurt Business necklace. Oh, that's cute.
A lot of tough talk, considering you might not even make it to WrestleMania. And here comes the King.
Oh, King Corbin's coming out. They're putting him all up in it.
Yeah, they have a match tonight. Look behind you. Oh, no, there he is. Oh, wait.
Oh, look, he's all dapper without his crown.
He's not ready to wrestle. Why does he have his crown on?
Look how dapper he is in his little outfit. Smells like AEW passed on hiring Teddy Long.
Yeah?
Oh, weird. The muscular and sexy Trixie, MVP with his pimp cane.
You remember when Theodore Long was a referee?
I don't remember.
Long time ago, but that's where he was, wrestling.
Matthew Meta says, how can it be racist when they broke them up for Lashley? There can only be one King be Corbin. They didn't break him up for Lashley. Like, Lashley didn't want it either.
Yeah, Lashley
like,
and MVP had a
and Lashley
meeting.
Didn't want it.
They had a meeting with Vince.
Like, they did not want the breakup of the Hurt Business.
Read.
Not any of them. Nobody in the Hurt Business wanted to break up. MVP and Lashley went to Vince and said, don't do this. And they put forth their arguments as to why they shouldn't, and then Vince made his decision and did it anyways. Due to what he considers that it could be considered inappropriate because of the group. And it's like, that sounds way more racist than just having them together. To me anyways, but what do I know?
I don't know if race had anything to do with any of it.
But that's what he made it sound like with some of his comments, Vince's comments about it. Wiz was like, I watched ECW one night stand when RVD got a huge pop and the crowd was chanting F.U. Cena.
That's pretty funny.
Robbie's like, LOL, D, I bet you have a Charlotte-esque robe. I don't. Sorry, I don't have a daddy like her. Weasley's like, that was funny when the crowd was chanting F.U. Cena. Totally hilarious. As Luke says, I don't hate Charlotte, but I dislike that she's been in the WWE since only 2016, but has won championship belts more than a lot of the veterans who have been there for 15 plus years. Right, but the problem with it is she doesn't hold the title. That's the only thing about it that I find it's just a joke.
Yeah, she should have had a 2 or 3 year run.
Her being a champion is a joke. Like, don't ever... I just expect if she ever gets the championship belt, she'll have it for maybe a week and not have it again.
Yeah, she needs a 2 or 3 year run.
So what if she won it that many times? They're irrelevant wins. Like, completely irrelevant. It doesn't make her a better champion. It doesn't make her, like, oh my god, when I think of the women's champion, I think of Charlotte Flair. I don't, actually. I really do not. She is not one of my first people that I think of when I think of the women's champion, because I think of more along the ones that have held the title for a longer period of time, even when it was the Divas Championship. Maybe it's just
Nikki Bella.
Yeah, Bayley, Nikki, Brie, AJ Lee,
the Fabulous Moolah.
Bayley holding it for as long as she has. Even now at this point, I have to give kudos that they've let it stand on Sasha Banks for as long as they have. Gives her more credibility and credence as a champion for holding it as long as she has. Instead of just the snap, it's done. I had it for a week, it's gone. Had it for a week, it's gone. Ooh, I was a champion for 500 times. Yeah, but how long did you hold the belt during that time? That's how I see it, but that's just me.
Yes. I think she's had the championship like 8 times or something, Charlotte.
Right.
Already.
Yeah. But for how long each time?
Oh, I don't know.
Exactly. That's the thing that just... that just is obnoxious to me, I guess. I mean, and it doesn't make Charlotte a bad champion, or anything like that. It just doesn't make her a very relevant champion.
Reputable.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make... I it's just not something that I would sit there and be like, oh my god, like... She's the one. I totally think of her when I think of champions. Matthew's like, ECW was great. That's the reason I got into wrestling, plus death matches. Leah Kelly's like, the twin. Or I was like, Dee looking like a soccer mom with her hair up and her hoodie on. Well, it's either that or looking like I came off the streets. Which would you rather it be?
What kind of, like a street walker?
No, not like a prostitute.
Oh.
Not a sausage wallet. Like a dirty hobo person. Matthew's like, the titles are an afterthought. Ayla says, is there an outskirt of our city? Yeah. Basically, if you don't live within the main stuff of things. Alita's like, ugly suits. Rafi's like, everyone's suited and booted tonight. Weasley's like, ECW One Night Stand 2006. The crowd was rowdy. It was so funny and great. The pop for RVD was amazing. Alina's like, they need new tailors. A couple of them do. Vindicator is in the chat. Hey, Vince says, so how before Travis gets worked up into a frenzy? How long before Travis gets worked up into a frenzy? It'll take a while. He doesn't get worked up into frenzies very often.
It's coming.
He's like, Teddy King, my favorite GM. Nice. Matthew Meta says, I always liked Shelton since... I've always liked Shelton since her debuted with Haas and Team Angle. I fear that Benji might be done. WrestleMania 37 prepared to get woke. I have no idea what he's saying.
I understood every word.
Okay, good. Robbie's like, don't really care for the hurt business. Weasel's like, tonight you will go one-on-one with The Undertaker. Holla, holla.
Oh, look at this. Rhea Ripley and Asuka. I forgot about this.
That was somebody, that's what they said. That was the tag team that they were talking about.
Well, I heard them say a tag team match, and I said, was it a fatal four-way? And nobody answered.
No, they said the women's tag match between those two. That's
You didn't read that part.
I did, too. I said it was between Asuka and Rhea and Baszler and Nia. But, anyways. Let's see. Jacob Eugene says, can I go after that good-looking Chris Statlander? Sure, go for it.
Let's hope that nobody gets that high on Saturday.
Matthew's like, listen here, play out. LOL. Theodore Long was a funny guy. He's like, Matthew, you will go one-on-one with Undertaker.
I think Matt Riddle is the only babyface champion I like right now. I don't know if there is any other babyface champions, but he's the only one I like.
Meh.
Well, I guess the New Day are champions. I used to like them, but I don't like them separated.
I don't like the three people that are on the screen right now.
Like, you don't like Riddle?
They're not in my repertoire of people I really like as wrestlers at this point.
Riddle's grown on me. I really like it.
They always do. It's gross. It's like fungus. And he probably does have fungus. He definitely could grow on you. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Milk and cookies. Dairy-free, of course. Gluten and dairy-free milk and cookies.
Matthew minutes. Rhea needs the belt. C. Hines is in the chat. Hey, C. How's it going? Robbie says, same. I don't think of Charlotte when it comes to the title. It looks like Eamon Dalitha. That's my point. LOL. Lisa's like, actually, Belair needs the belt, the EST. We have Roberto Lozano. Hey, Roberto. How's it going? Lisa's like the fresh princess of Belair. Matthew says, LOL, Miss D, passionate tonight. Oh, I don't know if that's passionate.
I have a hard time believing that Vince is going to put both of his titles on the two NXT women that just came up.
I don't think it's going to happen
like
right
that.
away.
Vince is a different kind of guy. Like, he likes his people.
Yeah.
Now, granted, the champions came from NXT that are already champions.
But they worked their way to be champions.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they just came up and here's a championship belt for you.
Right.
Like they do the guys sometimes, which drives me insane. Robbie's like, there are way more credible champions than Charlotte. It looks like she's had 9 title runs, 4 SmackDown reigns, 4 Raw reigns, and 1 Divas Champion reign, which apparently counts in the record books.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at some of the stuff. They had her 2 NXT runs, like they would count. I'm like, those don't count.
They don't.
You don't count NXT championships.
No. I look at NXT as like a completely different brand, even though they're under WWE.
Right. Yeah. No, they're not. Like, nobody talks about that.
Robbie's like, D, giving people the smoke tonight. Jeez, fam. Lieutenant Martha's like, get high? What? No. Ew. Robbie's like, the same women are gonna keep being the champion. WWE don't give a shizzle about the women's division.
Oh, they do not either.
Simo's like, just realized Walter is defending the title twice this week. Good for Walter. About time he did something. Officer Clark from Los Santos, get on my watch. Why are we getting on your watch?
Get on it.
Ayla's like, on meth? Who's on meth? Matthew Meditz is like, I think the suits in WWE see Charlotte as a draw when she has no more appeal than most other females on the roster. Outside of wrestling, Charlotte has no appeal. And we all know that a lot of it is the name. We know that the name Flair brings people. It makes sense, you know. But do they use it to the advantage of what they should? No.
Maybe they're trying to get her 16 titles before she gets pregnant.
But the thing of it is, though, is I don't know. Maybe I just look at it from a different point of view, I guess. I don't know. I just don't understand. And you've talked about it before. Like, this isn't the only fight she's had with her dad. She constantly has these altercations with her father, how she doesn't want to be in his shadow.
Yeah, she uses everything that he did.
But she uses his robe, she uses his music, she uses his interest type stuff, she uses his moves, he comes out in the ring and says woo. She does everything that her daddy did, yet she has these fights with him constantly, because this last one wasn't the first one. We've seen it all before, rerun after rerun, of her and her fights with her dad, her daddy issues.
This is a one-on-one. It looks like we do have Samoa Joe back, by the way, this week. MVP took his place last week.
Of who?
Samoa Joe was not here last week.
Right.
Now he is.
Oh, he's back tonight? He's back. Okay.
Now, granted, that means he was there last week, since it was recorded last week, but...
Oh, so he was there, but then he wasn't.
So they just used him for one show. Like, he's like, I don't want to sit there for 6 hours. What's wrong with you people? Oh, God!
Officer Clark said,
not
on my watch. Stupid autocorrect. Oh, not on your watch. No, nobody's smoking on your watch. I got it now.
Almost getting in the ring?
Roberto Lozano says, I'm doing great. That's good to hear. So happy to hear it. Everybody have a nice Easter out there.
Oh, yeah, it was
like
all
funny how the New Day is always dressed like video game characters, much like Dominic.
Woods just beat AJ Styles in 1 minute and 17 seconds.
Because he pretended he had a broken leg. Huh. Well, that's dumb. And stupid. Then here's like funny how the New Day is always dressed like video game characters, much like Dominic and
Rey Mysterio.
Just like Mr. Retribution King Mustafa Ali used to in his entertaining days, WWE lack of originality. And so they can, I
think it's a profitability thing
their
because
crap
he does
on
that
their
video
YouTube
game
channel
play
thing and whatever. But Jacob and Jean's like, apparently Rhea is getting a live music entrance at Mania.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Some famous lady that I've never heard of is going to do it. Look at it, it's a Bugatti.
There's a Bugatti. Oh, Jesus, that's dumbass. Robbie's like, the women's division is just
Bugs
filler.
Bunny.
Matthew Minutes like, Finn, all of the entertainment is lacking originality. Manu Kid was like, can you make some meth? Ayla? Oh my god, guys. Ayla's like, I can't, sorry, bud. Looks like Los Santos, so you're an officer in Grand Theft Auto 5 City. LOL. Chris is like, here comes Jordan Kamala. He was already out there and now done.
Right? Now we got Braun Strowman.
Chris kind of wanted to know if will Jordan Kamala wear actual ring gear. I'm pretty sure he'll wear something.
You want to see him in like Randy Orton tights?
Robbie's like, where do you buy clothes for a guy that tall and big? At the Big and Tall store, Robbie. That's where. They have those. We have Janelle Jackson in the chat. Hey, Janelle says, I would like to see Sasha Banks winning or retain her title. Just have her WrestleMania moment. She deserves their big moment. Every other...
She's never won at WrestleMania.
When every other woman has had their moment.
And she's never won at WrestleMania. So...
I really seriously think she should keep her title at WrestleMania. It would be really weird, but I guess, you know...
And I can see it happen, and like I said, it's just hard for me to believe that Vince is going to take both titles off of the women. Mm-hmm.
Chris kind of like, will Jordan Kamala wear actual ring gear? Matthew says, I would do a day line off meth. What?
Dateline?
Day line off meth. Vindicator's like, true that, Matt. Hollywood is one big penis riding copycat society, just like Wall Street. Oh, fat line. A fat line of Matthew. Ew, Matthew.
No.
Those are bad.
No.
I was like, what's a dayline, right? Oh, I see. Haha, she said. John Dwyer's in the chat. Hey, John says, hey, Travis, Duluth, happy Easter. Did you have a nice Easter? It was pretty good. It
had
was
a piece of ham.
sunshiny, and we had food and stuff. It was pretty good.
Had an apple for the first time since December, since Christmas.
Yeah.
It was Christmas Day, I think, the last time I had an apple.
Officer Clark says, what? You noticed, Skywalker? Vindicator's like, dang, oh well, Ayla, you still have some other useful talents, I guess. She can make eclairs. As Matthew's like, what? Guy Dawson's in the chat. Hey, Guy.
Hey, Guy.
Says, hi, guys. How are you doing tonight? It really doesn't feel like a go-home show. That's because it was pre-recorded last week.
Well, hopefully they pull it off.
Just kidding. But it really was, so. Ayla's like, I guess. And Robbie's like, WWE just making Charlotte the same as her pops. I don't think she wants to copy her dad.
You think that's all WWE? Making her get in there and say woo and chops and her whole wrestling set, her figure four. Natural selection's different. I like that one. But the figure four, dads. The woo, the dads.
But then if she was herself, she would not be as successful.
Right.
Not necessarily. Because if she would have came out as herself, as not as Charlotte Flair, but who knows, just Charlotte or whatever she wanted to come out and be.
Ashley.
Not her real name. Matthew Medits is like, nice rental. Lita's like, nice Lambo. Matthew Medits is like, Braun is looking awesome lately. Where is Brock?
We're not going to see him, it looks like, unless it's a surprise, which would be fantastic, but...
Right, as Matthew says, Alita, that's a Bugatti. Yeah, it's a Bugatti. Not a Lambo. It was like Dan Connor worked at a big and tall store for an episode.
Yeah.
Right? Where I was like, the big and tall store, what the F? Yeah, I know it's really hard for some people in Europe to really understand, but, you know, there are people that are taller than 5'6".
Uh-uh.
Just saying. So...
And
with the epidemic of obesity in every country, not just the United States. Although everybody wants to say it's just here, but it's everywhere.
Yeah, but it's mostly America.
No. There's a huge bigger percentage in other countries.
Not about percentage, it's about a solid number. We have more obesity than any other country.
No.
I bet you there's more fat people here than in China.
Well, that's because the Chinese government starves their people.
There's also over 1 billion people there, so they're 4 times bigger than us.
And they're starving.
Just saying. And what about India?
They're starving too.
Okay, so 2/3 of the, way more than 2/3 of the world's population. Or right around 2/3 of the world's population is thinner than us.
Because they're starving. They're basically starving.
I would be fine with
malnutrition. Starving and malnutrition. Matthew says, Ayla, did you bake yesterday? Ayla's like, for big and tall people, Robbie, right? Ayla's like, I didn't, Matthew. I've been without a kitchen since December. Jordan Woods is in the chat. Hey, Jordan, says, God, more cowards. You don't actually put the actual show on. People need to go shut away those and stop being pussies. You can find it anywhere on the internet.
Yeah, but you can't show it on here or we'll get a copyright violation and then you won't be able to hear us and hang out with us and talk to people in the chat.
Yeah, that.
And that's what it's all about anyways.
Yeah, it's hanging out with people. Alita's like, same thing, a Bugatti or a Lambo. It's an expensive car that I don't want. Me personally.
Tomato.
Looks like Officer Clark. I actually play on NoPixel, the most popular GTA RP server, and I have an officer character and a crime character. That's funny. Matthew Minute says, why no kitchen? I forgot. Robbie's like, nah, D. Charlotte would be a jobber if she had her own personality.
Did they cut the audio?
Maybe.
Like his audio started loud and they cut it. Now it's in the background.
Well, we had to listen to the dumb shits down at the thing talk, so makes sense. Rob is like, Matthew says Ethiopia is suffering from obesity. It's like, well, we're trying to buy a house, saving money by living in George's parents' house right now. Matthew's like, starving Marvin. Chris kind of like, LOL, someone deleted my comment. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this right now, Chris. Nobody probably deleted your comment. You may have said something that...
There is a steel cage match going on right now.
Yeah. That YouTube people didn't like. So... It really isn't anything that was on anybody's end, but maybe YouTube didn't let it come through. He says, I was saying Charlotte will take her clothes off like Rick did back in the day when he would cut promos.
You remember that? Then he'd start, like, just elbow dropping the canvas with nobody there. Woo! 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 You're like, is he on crack?
Right? Like, is he okay? Probably on cocaine. It was like, I technically have a kitchen, but George's mom is weird about food. Right? Robbie's like, I'm not 5'6". I'm smaller. 5'3" to 5'4". Yeah, that's why I figured. Matthew's like, gotta do what you gotta do. Robbie's like, I'm probably as tall as Rey Mysterio. Probably.
Do you wear diapers?
Do you wear diapers?
Is that just Ray?
Your wrestling gear come with diapers? It looks like Robbie, me too. Looks like Jordan, you call my streamers pussies again all day. So fast and oblivion. Your mom's womb will fill it. So smile and enjoy your stay here. I feel bad about them. They must feel really bad about themselves. It's sad. Matthew's like, yeah, parents are like that, to say the least. It is like, yes, of course, with the housing market the way it is, it's actually difficult to find a house. Lita's like, can't really find a house myself. I have difficulty finding my own house. It's really sad. I get lost on a constant basis.
There's one at the end of the street.
I think I have dementia.
It's 3 houses up. I went down and looked at it.
Yeah, Robbie's like, Ayla, haha, big up the small people. Chris is like, still cage match? Yeah, Chris, it's between Braun and Shane McMahon. Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon. That was his stipulation, remember? He babbled about it last week. Matthew Mena says, yes, it is. The mortgage rates are at an all-time low. Being a first homeowner like myself is difficult, and not having 1.5K on hand isn't any help. True. Ian Glazer's
1.5K? So that would be your down payment?
Or is there a point there? Maybe it's 15.
Or 15K.
Look real quick. 15K.
Yeah, because that's your 10%, yeah. Or 10%, sorry. Because everything's so expensive now.
Yeah. Ian Glazer's in the chat. Hey, Ian, how's it going? It looks okay. I'm off to work, but I'll be lurking. All right, Luke. Lurker.
Have fun at work.
It was like, we have 18, still can't find a house. And it's like, thank you guys. Or Vindicator's like, Ric Flair's alcohol problem was well documented. He waited far too late to get help. His spawn has been bitter about it ever since. Okay. Matthew's like, I'm like 5'8" on a good day. When you feel like you want to stand up straight. Just kidding.
So Braun is having a handicap match in a steel cage.
Handicap? Is it because he's stupid? Is that the handicap part?
Probably.
Just kidding. And it's like, hey guys, do you like Minnesota Duluth?
Never heard of it.
Are you talking about Duluth, Minnesota? Do you guys say A there a lot?
A?
A? Robbie's like, oh, Ray should make it a regular wearing a diaper just for D. Or anybody. I mean, it's very funny and a great commentary thing. So the was like, Shane pulled a Kurt Angle, LOL.
I feel like Braun Strowman could be so much better on the mic because he's got the perfect voice for it.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to work on it a little bit more. And his character development needs to be different. You don't just be a hulking figure and not be good. Like Hulk Hogan
You're not a big
was
guy.
a hulking figure, but he was great.
Right. You don't want to see him out there trying his hardest to, like, talk, but he can only be a train. Like a child.
Yeah, and stop running.
A 3-year-old choo-choo train.
He's Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, that guy. Monster among men. Inglesier's like the Great Lakes. Do you guys get the Great Lakes snow effect? Robbie's like, do you think Braun would be a good Hulk in a Marvel film? No. I don't think he could memorize his lines.
that part, so you got to get a little guy to play it. Like a live action play, it would be cool. If they did a live action play, he'd be the perfect Hulk.
Oh, right. I don't understand why he's talking. Like, are they supposed to be? Aren't they supposed to be having a match? Why is he still talking about it? Just do the match or not, or whatever's happening.
They're gonna do not a triple threat, handicap match here in a minute.
Man, he's like, Agent Kane still can't find anything. That's insane.
Here comes Shane O'Mac.
Vindicator's like, LOL at Braun giving a Hulked up PSA behind Twisted Metal, right? It was like, it's snowing. It was 70 yesterday. Welcome to Idaho. Welcome to the great state of Idaho.
It'll be sunny tomorrow night.
70 tomorrow night. well, tomorrow night it's going to be sunny at nighttime.
Around this time tomorrow, it'll be sunny.
Oh, God. Oh, my goodness sakes. All that dreadful report card.
Right up his alley. Okay.
It was like, thank you for welcoming me. Well, I figured since you've lived here your whole life, you'd know better by now. But since you haven't learned...
Well, my daughter...
In all your 20-something years...
My daughter did not leave her bedroom for 3 days. And she's like, hey, next time I come, we're gonna hang out outside when it's all warm and stuff. I was like, it's 70. It's been 70 for 3 days. Like, it's not gonna get nicer until, like, May, June.
That's true.
And she's like, well, next time it'll be nicer. I'm like, did you look out your window?
No, because I put those blackout curtains on there. As Vindicator says, bipolar weather is an American tradition. You set your wardrobe accordingly. You just wear shorts, flip-flops, and hoodies. That's what you wear. Just kidding. Rob is like, you're not selling Idaho very well to me. Was going to visit. Not so sure now. Springtime is a volatile time.
We don't have predictable springs.
Like, spring and fall are kind of like one of those things where, I mean, you could have, like, really nice weather, and then the next day you could be in 2 feet of snow. It just happens. It's just something you kind of expect. So
and then it melts so fast that there's flooding.
Yeah, so you just don't think about it. Now, if it's summertime you're coming, I can tell you it's just going to be hot as fuck unless we have a rain, which is weird. That's not normal. Hot as fuck is normal. Like 102 degrees.
Yeah, from July 1st till halfway through August, it's 100 degrees every day.
It's basically like a desert. As Alita says, Georgia has bipolar weather. I bet.
Well, yeah, you're hurricane stuff down there.
Yeah. Matthew's like, Ella, we had heavy flurries the other day, and the day before was in the 70s. I hate this weather because I don't know how to dress. And layers. You dress in layers.
A tank top with a sweater over it.
Layers. You just dress in layers. Just saying. And it's like Lake Superior, largest and deepest and coldest of the lakes.
Is it? That's
not
probably why it's
biggest...
Superior, but I like the cool named one. What's that one?
Erie?
No, it was an Indian tribe. Huron.
Is that it?
Huron.
I don't remember. Ian Glazer, tell us what all the lakes are of the Great Lakes.
It's Huron.
Name all the Great Lakes.
I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's the Huron.
Heron?
No, it's Huron.
Like a bird?
Not a herring.
That's a fish. They have a heron. It's a bird.
Oh. It was an Indian tribe that was right there. It's on the Last of the Mohicans in the book. It's that Indian tribe.
Mohicans?
Those ones were like in New York here.
Travis is funny being.
Stop, everybody.
I
I'm
know,
listening. They
Winkler.
got Vanilla Ice, Iced Tea, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Tide is rolling right now.
Then we got the Winkler out there.
Word to your mother. You know his mother?
You know his mother? Or Winkler or Van Winkle?
Van Winkle.
Van Winkle. Old Van Winkle out there. Robbie's like, same in the UK. Spring is on a mezza one time. It's warm then cold or what, right? Like, so you don't really know. You're just kind of like, what's happening? That's kind of where we're at right now. So, same weather, basically. Ian's like, depth is Lake Superior, 1,332 feet.
Depth?
That's what he says.
Holy shit.
Matthew says, well, today's trivia is what are the 5 Great Lakes, right? Alita Kelly's like, tank top, t-shirt, and a jacket with jeans. Alita knows how to do the layering. She's got it down. Matthew's like, Ontario, Erie, Michigan. That's all I know. Ian's like, Lake Superior area, 31,700 miles. That's great. Can you name the rest of the Great Lakes, though? That's what I want to know. Vincare's like, so how much longer will this be the forecast and fashion gab, LOL? Until something interesting happens that isn't
We're waiting
Shane
for the match to
making
start.
fun of Braun Strowman and how stupid he is.
And its intelligence level.
Bringing out...
WWE is against
Elias.
bullying, and then Shane's in there.
Right?
The retard. You're like, you're probably not supposed to do that.
Yeah, I feel offended for people all over the place with their bullying. Matthew said Huron. Huron. Huron.
Huron.
Yeah. There's a bird called a heron. It's like Heron. It looks kind of like the cranes we see.
What kind of music is this?
So it's
Oh,
a
it was
handicap match
Elias.
and they took the steel cage away?
They took the cage away.
What the hell? So now we don't have a cage match?
No, that was set up for the next week. They were just showing us what was going to happen.
Oh.
That's a WrestleMania match.
Oh, okay.
Jackson Riker getting manhandled. That's a big dude right there.
Rob is like, just dress like Sami Zayn, ha ha ha, DU will be fine. Yeah, in my state, that might be a good way to get yourself shot.
What is that?
Dressing like Sami Zayn.
You're not going to get shot. I thought you were like talking about Bigfoot or something. You might get shot if you dress like Bigfoot. I think they legalized hunting Bigfoot in Idaho.
Did they?
I think so.
Just don't, so basically what you're saying is, do
Well-
not dress up like Bigfoot for Halloween,
Right.
or you might be hunted.
Right, especially in the woods.
That's probably a good idea not to. Vindicator's like, Travis, can you defeat Braun in a spelling bee?
No, I'm sure he'd still beat me. My spelling's atrocious. Spell it. I can't.
Use it in a sentence. Is that really a sentence?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Can you give me the definition?
Language of origin, please.
Just give him words that spell exactly how they sound, and he'll be fine. He's like ebonics, like all over the place.
Tahi. Tahi.
Tahi.
It's ta, that's T, and then he, H-E.
Tahi.
Tahi.
The.
Oh, never mind.
Ian's like, Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, Lake Erie, Lake Huron, and Lake Ontario. The 5 Great Lake names. There you go. Thanks, Ian. Hey.
Ontario's a good one, too. But I like Huron, whatever it is.
Huron?
Mm-hmm. It has a way cooler sounding name when the people up there say it. Like, it sounds different than we're saying it.
Well, I'm sure it does. They have a different accent than I do.
Oh!
They have dumb Idaho accent.
This,
Or whatever it is.
Chop to the chest.
As Robbie says, this match is a snooze fest. Matthew says, Elias does a decent top rope elbow drop.
He does, doesn't he? Look like Randy Savage out there.
Yeah.
I think people did that because, oh my god, he just smashed his nuts. Did you see that? Elias even had to, like, put his hands down there.
He's like, dude, don't put his head in my nuts.
It wasn't his head, it was his hand. He, like, got up on his nuts.
Braun did?
Uh-huh. He did, like, a
Jesus.
push-up on his nuts.
It's not good at all. It's terrifying.
He's gonna outthink him. steel cage match.
So weird. I don't understand that. Vindicator's like, well, Travis could certainly defeat Braun in a geography test. Even though Braun travels every week, or at least he did 2 years ago.
Watch it right here after the slam. Now watch right here. Ooh.
Oh, God.
See? He just like punched him in the dick.
Well, it's because he had himself in the way, so basically he was in the way. Oh, they're creating... Oh.
Oh, no, they're not. This is such a Vince thing to do. Are they even going to get one drop of paint on this? Oh, they better repair it. Yep, they do. Yeah, I don't think that's real paint.
It's not.
It's too liquidy. He should write, hey, hey, hop, hop.
They did, on the front.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm. They did, hey, hey, hop, hop. There's a bunny face. Oh, why would you write your name on there?
You don't write your name on it. Although they're videotaping it, so.
And now he's got his fingerprints all over it. $3.6 million. Not. Jeez Louise. Robbie's like, Braun dressed like a handyman every week. Matthew's like, that was a good handicap match. I mean, if it lasted longer than the numbers game would have been against Braun. I was like, T-Rex needs a philosophy show, right? James Satello's in the chat. Hey, James. How's it going, man? Says, how was your Easter?
It was
good.
fantastic.
How about yours? How was your Easter?
Did you have a good time? Did you spend time with fam?
Robbie's like, WWE getting ideas from Nickelodeon with the paint. Yeah, and they had the slime the other week with Braun and Shane.
They did.
James Satello's like, are you going to tell me why Easter is my favorite holiday? Because you get candy. You worship the Lord. You get ham. Maybe you don't like ham?
Well, not everybody eats ham.
Easter egg hunts?
That's got to make it a top 5. It's spring. Most of the holidays are in fall and winter.
Right.
Except for, what's the big one? 4th of July.
Yeah.
But they might not celebrate the 4th of July.
True. I don't know where James Satello is. Simo's like, worst criminals ever. Right? I mean, he wrote his name on it and he put his fingerprints all over it.
They recorded it.
And they recorded it. Matthew Medis is like, they are vandalizing with bacon jam. I don't think that's what that was.
It's definitely
if anything,
jam.
It looked more like blood, but you know, hey. Raleigh's like, I can't wait until next pay-per-view. Stand and deliver. Hope Ember and Shotzi are tag champs still. Shotzi is so cute. Aww.
She's pretty cute.
Vindicator's like, drip, drip, flip, flip. It's time to take a sip of that moonshine so I can forget how lousy Miz and Bon John are at graffiti art. Alita Kelly's like, chocolates? Yeah, I mean, like, what
Chocolate
is it?
bunnies?
What is it about why Easter is your favorite holiday? You gotta tell us, because I'm not sure I know.
I didn't even know they had fries there. Did you know they had fries?
Yeah, I knew they had regular fries. They used to be regular, not crinkle. So they made them crinkle fries, huh? Flash McCarrots is like, this reminds me when a heel Kofi Kingston painted Randy Orton's NASCAR car back in 2010, LOL. Matthew Bennett's Memorial Day holidays are spread out. Yeah, but Memorial Day doesn't have food. I mean, well, you usually do like maybe a outdoor grilling thing or something, but
go camping.
It doesn't really have like, like a specific food that you eat, right?
Hot dogs and hamburgers.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not specific. I mean, you could grill anything.
A steak.
Yeah. James Satella says, because it's the only time I get hard-boiled eggs, and I could make egg salad, and I don't have to boil the eggs. Oh, there you go.
Yummy.
So it is the egg hunt that is the best part. Got it. Ian Clay's right. The Great Lakes ships American Integrity and American Mariner and Burns Harbor and Algoa Buffalo and John J. Bullen and St. Clair and H. Lee White and Indian Harbor Story 1. I've gotten lots of geography lessons today. Awesome. Jamel McGee's in the chat. Hey, Jamel says, in the jungle, the mighty jungle, Apollo sleeps tonight. Does he?
Apollo sleeps tonight.
Matthew Bennett's like, oh, I don't know if y'all like pastries, but if you do, try the 7 days pastries. OMFG, these things are my new vice. What are 7-day pastries? Like you leave them out for 7 days and then eat them?
I have a buddy that is addicted to corn dogs. He can't stop eating them.
How's that good with his health issues?
Well, he drinks every night, so I'm sure it doesn't hurt.
Oh.
If anything, the bread would suck up some of the alcohol if you're in a... Like that. Oh, look at him! Roger Rabbit is upset!
Robin's like, WWE are lazy with these go-home shows, and they don't give a shizzle. And the minute's like, Grilla Pizza, ever have it? It's pretty good. I've never grilled pizza.
Oh, grilled... I thought I said Gorilla Pizza. I'm like, oh. It's interesting. I didn't even know you could eat Gorilla.
I've never had Gorilla Pizza either.
It's just a car, dude. Oh, from behind!
As it should be. Just kidding. Vindicator's like, no holidays in May, right? I'm a true American with my persistent amnesia.
Yeah, there's one for moms.
Mother's Day is in May. Memorial Day.
Yeah, Memorial Day is the 29th or 30th. It's usually that last Monday of the month.
But Mother's Day, if you care about your mom. If you care about your mom.
They're trying to throw in a holiday like every month.
You have to care about your mom, though, for that to be a relevant holiday.
Oh, they pulled his hair out. Like it's all sticking up in the air now. He's had a rough night.
I really don't feel bad for him at all.
Who framed him, I wonder?
Who framed who?
Roger Rabbit. Get me a medic.
Can you breathe? Are you okay? Oh my god, I don't want to listen to these
He's
morons.
a dude. He got punched in the face a few times. He's fine. Yeah, Bad Bunny. We got Logan Paul. What a fantastic star-studded WrestleMania. Both of them are going to be introduced into the Hall of Fame, probably. Not today, but like in 5 years. Any celebrity that shows up goes into the Hall of Fame. That means Jake Paul could literally be a WWE Hall of Famer in 4 or 5 years.
Is that Logan?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Just
The
making
older
sure.
brother.
Just making sure we're on the right person. Raleigh's like, has Bliss been on, guys? I wonder if she's on tonight. Fiend Randy segment, maybe. Her character work is amazing.
They're definitely going to have them on here. This is the go-home show.
So good. And wonder if Carmella and Billie Kay a tag team now?
Possibly.
Hope Bailey at Mania.
Now I'm confident enough to tell you to your face. To beat you at WrestleMania.
James Satello's like, Ozzy in the Hall of Fame?
I heard that. Is that true? Ozzy's going to the Hall of Fame too? Prince of Darkness.
Robbie's like, Miz botched so bad, did not even connect with a punch to Bad Bunny in the stomach, and he screamed like a fraud. Well, the funny part about it is he probably couldn't really even take a punch, so they have to fake it. I don't think she agreed with that assessment, but nonetheless. Right?
What's the guy's name that hangs out? Reginald.
That guy, Reginald. Someone's like, yes, Ozzy Osbourne is going into the Hall of Fame. Cool. This is going in there before he's dead.
She kind of looks like Pete Dunne, and that's not a compliment.
I know, right? I don't...
Like, can't she do something?
Can't she make her hair better? Why is she boying her hair?
I just don't understand why she doesn't want to look pretty when she's a pretty woman.
It's like, I want to dress and to be as horrifically ugly as I possibly can. Can you make that happen? Hey, thank you. Ugh.
She's the anti-diva.
I don't care what she is, but I mean, I don't care about the face and all that stuff. I just want...
So this is going to be the song that's live.
I just want her to not do her hair all weird like that.
All slicked down?
Like, hey, I'm the nerd off of the nerds. Right? Just so weird to me.
Old Poindexter. She looks like the Joker to me. Her hair puffed up already when she did her stomp.
Right.
So it looks better, right, when it puffs up.
It does. It's just the whole slick thing. It's just weird. I don't know. Chris is like, did you hear? Did you hear? Did you hear?
Ooh!
Ooh.
Prince of Darkness.
He's going to be in the Hall of Fame?
No, Prince of Darkness.
Oh, that guy. Matthew
That
like,
guy.
Ian Glazer's like, the Great Lakes shits.
Every square inch of my room when I was a kid was covered in
nice.
Aussie for King and Aussie for President and all sorts of things.
Vindicator's like...
April wrote it everywhere. On everything. It didn't matter what it was.
Vindicator's like, Rhea needs to make a splash against Nia. Hole or no hole. LOL. Robbie's like, Rhea, the B-Tech Becky, yeah, with her attitude. James Satella's like, do wrestlers have to pay for their own rental cars?
I think they do. Because they're independent contractors, so they pay them enough so they can travel. They can do their own stuff. I don't know if they have a budget for that. Like, you either are there or you are in breach of contract.
Chris O'Connor's like, I know Rhea was hot back in the UK. Yeah, when she was in UK, NXT UK or whatever. I've seen pictures of her from
When she had the longer hair, she looked pretty good too. Is that what it was?
Probably. She didn't wear all the black makeup stuff and everything. Riley's like, is Damian Priest their guys with Bunny? Guys?
Yes.
Yes. Think he's injured. Maybe Damian Priest. Sure, I heard that. If he was cleared, it would have been a tag team match with Morrison Miz.
Close. No, what it was is Morrison hurt.
Got the hurt.
Yeah.
John Morrison has
and he still could turn it into a tag team match. They still have another week, so it could change at Mania.
Robbie's like, the F are they making them tag together? WWE's so lazy. Yeah, they can't help themselves. They're like, hey, you guys are not friends. Let's put you in a tag match.
Well, you know, the crazy part is this is a huge pay-per-view. It's the first one that they've had in over a year with fans.
Yeah, and they're making a mockery out of this WrestleMania go-home week. Like, it's just dumb. Like, not one match am I like, ooh, wow, that makes a lot of sense. So
Sheamus Riddle.
Stupid. Again.
Well, they had to do it for Sheamus to get the opportunity.
Right. Matthew's like, chicks shouldn't shave their heads. I mean, chicks can shave their heads all they want. Some of them look really pretty without hair, but it's just weird.
Yeah, there's a black girl that looks really pretty. She was bald and she was really pretty.
Matthew's like, James, I do believe wrestlers are responsible for their transportation.
Yeah, they are.
Vindicator's like, Rihanna and Halle Berry were gorgeous with short hair, so it ultimately depends on the face. Rhea's face is more fit for longer hair.
Right.
Okay, so even like Demi Moore looked okay with her head shaved.
Okay.
I'm not
even
saying...
like one of the hottest women of the 90s.
That's what I mean. Like, she... Like, because even though... So sometimes... Women can be really pretty with hair, and then you take their hair away and they're not very pretty.
But her face is pretty.
That doesn't make... I'm not saying that. I'm saying that her face is pretty, yes,
right.
But her hair enhances her face. Yeah. Took her hair away, but her head wasn't weird shaped, so it was shaped nice. So she still looked pretty.
Right. Becky Lynch would look pretty with short hair, too. She has a pretty face.
Right? Robbie's like, Wrestlemania is going to be flop fam. WWE have more Deadwood than HBO blood.
Deadwood. That's a fact.
That's funny. Alita's like, it's still not safe to be in big crowds if not vaccinated. That's what they're saying, I guess. It's probably not safe to be in big crowds no matter what.
You might get stabbed or something.
Whether it's, whatchamacallit or not. Unicorn sprinkles.
After this, that probably took the value of that car up at least, what, $2-3 million more dollars? It's a $7 million car now. The Miz signed it.
It's gotta be.
#1 album on the hood.
Ian's giving us all the Great Lakes ships information. That's amazing.
I like his shipping information.
Matthew made us like short hair and shaved are different beasts. True.
Yeah, Demi went full bald.
That's what I mean. Like
Tank Girl. Remember Tank Girl? That wasn't Demi. It was the other girl, though.
Mm-hmm.
Remember her? Mm-hmm. On that Waterboy show. What was that show called? That show was fun. With Pauly Shore. Huh. I can't remember it now.
Biodome?
No, that one's funny, though. We're the Water Boys. It's Shayna.
I guess I don't know which movie you're talking about. Are you talking about...
It's Pauly Shore, and they go into the desert. I think it's Chad. They go to Chad. And then...
Oh, we're in the army now. The army now, or whatever. Yeah. That's right. She's the one girl. Mm-hmm. Because the guy's like, but some people think short hair women are Karens. I think it's the type of haircut. Not so much short hair, but the haircut in general. Kind of like how Bailey has her haircut a little bit is like kind
Mandy
of a
Rose.
Karen cut. And the way that Bailey now has her hair kind of trimmed a little bit. Like it just kind of looks kind of funky.
I feel like out of all those women right there. Did you hear that? There's 2 WrestleMania matches right there they just announced. So they're going to do that 8-woman tag team match night 1.
Oh.
The winner wrestles night 2 against Nia and Shayna.
Huh.
Wow, that's huge.
So we already know that Nia and Shayna are winning this. That's good to know.
I don't think this is for the titles.
Oh, it's not? It's just a match?
Yeah, it's just to get tough. These 2 will probably win it. Well, somebody's going to I don't know what's going to happen.
Me neither. Rob is like, Asuka just put Rhea in the Asuka lock and have done with it for tonight. Raleigh's like, okay then. Morrison injured. I'm getting mixed up. Also, Shayna Baszler has lost 5 or 6 singles matches in a row. I think it's unbelievably awful booking from WWE. Hope Shayna Nia split and Shayna beats up Nia.
At some point they will split.
Right?
And it could be as soon as Mania.
Robbie's like, WWE can't even turn it around like Bruce Jenner, dim ways, Dyer fan. Oh, God.
Yeah, they're not turning it around like that.
Vindicator's like, I predict we will relive the Bugatti massacre at least 2 more times tonight. Monday Night Recap in full effect. People deal with it. And it's recorded, so they really can recap it multiple times.
Oh, they're going to recap the shit out of that.
Chris O'Connor's like, eye candy time.
And we're going to see it at Mania once or twice.
True. Matthew, but it's like, the sprinkles are not a joke if no one is wearing 2 masks and staying 6 feet apart. They are responsible for the deaths of baby seals.
Dude, you got to wear 4 masks because you got to double the double mask potency.
Where have you been?
So you got to go to 4 masks.
You got to stay at least 8 to 12 feet away from people.
You want to see, like, if you can get up from your car and walk 100 yards, then you don't have enough masks on.
That's right.
So
true. That's truth.
That's what you want to try to do, is see if you can go 100 yards. If you can go 100 yards and not black out, then put another mask on.
You need to put probably 2 of them on.
Yeah, you could probably try to double it up at a time. And then if you can get to 100 yards without blacking out at that time, you double it again. And so on and so forth. Until you find the blacking out point. And you'll see light, and then you'll wake up and you'll be on the ground.
Yeah. Somebody probably ran over and you probably don't have legs anymore.
You're fine. We'll practice it at a football field.
Oh, there you go. That's probably a good idea.
That way you fall in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll know exactly where your sweet spot is.
Yeah.
And they go shopping.
See if you can die inside the building.
You'll have to take
Then
air
your family
breaks.
could sue them.
Just take air
for
breaks.
not having enough oxygen in the building for everybody.
Just take air breaks.
I would say Bailey looks alright, to be fair. She has a pang body. A ping body. Ping? Pang?
Oh, Pang.
Ping or pang?
Who is it?
Bailey.
Oh, yeah, Bailey's got a banging body.
Chris kind of
Ping.
like Liv and Ruby could win.
They could.
James Satella says, does Vince McMahon have contracts to arenas where only WWE can wrestle there?
No. None that are just... I mean, obviously, right now, this one, until the 5th or 7th. This one they have till the 7th. But it's up
not
now.
his. So,
No,
like,
he doesn't
so
own a
he
building.
doesn't have, like, a specific, like, place except for the Performance Center for NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he
But
has
he
stuff
does
like
sign
that.
contracts. Like, they're staying in Tampa after this. They're going to be at South Florida University. And that's where the Monday Night Raw and SmackDown's going to be starting next week.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, the Rays are back in Tampa, and they're playing baseball games there right now. You don't know that because this is recorded.
Forcibly tagged in Rhea. She had no choice there. Raleigh's like,
Rhea Ripley
okay, sounds
taking it to
good. 8
everybody.
women tag, I heard you say, on night 1 of Mania.
Yes.
Whoever wins faces Nia Shayna on night 2. Is
Yes.
that right, guys? Yes.
Yes.
Hope Riot Squad in that match, right? Night 1. Sounds good.
It is. Riot Squad is in there.
And it was like ping ping body for sure, right? Robbie's like message retracted. Samo says found out the name of the chili hotter than the Carolina Reaper. It's called Pepper X.
What? Is it like synthetic?
That sounds exciting. Indicator's like Rhea seems scared of Nia. Now I'm questioning everything I ever got excited for with the post-pandemic WWF.
Well, if you want a longer career, you stay away from Nia.
Right.
She'll try to break something on accident.
Chris was like, you gonna watch the Jericho and Austin Broken Skull session?
Is it going to be on Sunday after Mania? I don't know when it's on. But there is a good chance I'll watch that one. I bet you that one's good.
Mm-hmm.
I watched... The only other one I've ever seen is him and Brock Lesnar, and it was a few years back, and it was fantastic. Brock just stays at his house. He doesn't go places unless it's wrestling.
That's funny.
He just doesn't really go anywhere. And he hunts. That's what he does.
That's funny. Flutter Golf was like, was that Reginald, dear? Yeah, that
It
was
is
Reginald.
poor
He's out
guy.
there.
He was accosted by Rhea.
Mm-hmm. Rob is like, really can't stand Rhea. She's too up her own arse and thinks she's all that when she's done F all in WWE. What?
She hasn't done anything.
What? 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 What do you mean you don't like Rhea?
Nothing wrong with Rhea. She just needs some seasoning. Fake ice is a pretty good idea.
Fake ice?
Mm-hmm. They're like cubes, plastic cubes or whatever, and you freeze them.
How is that fake then? Oh, you mean like it's
They look
liquid
like
stuff
ice, but
inside.
there's not ice. They're not ice.
right? Like those cups.
Mm-hmm. But it's the ice cubes.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't get water in your Jew.
Right? Nobody wants a watered down Jew.
Juice. My voice just stopped. I'm like,
Nobody wants that. I want the full blownness on that. Kosher and all.
Speaking of Jews, last night I watched The Ten Commandments by myself. It's like a 4-hour movie.
Well, that's because it was on the TV with commercial breaks.
It was 4 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And I had it on the Hoppa, so it skipped all the commercials.
Oh, wow. But it still would have been less than 4 hours and 45 minutes because that's what it is on the TV.
That's what I'm telling you. It was like 4 hours.
Yeah.
About 3.5. I started it at 7 and got done at about 11 something, but I got in the hot tub for about 20 minutes in there.
Right. Matthew's like, how many commercials does Shaq have? Icy Hot, General Insurance, Frosted Flakes. I know that there are more. He's everywhere. Papa John's because he's part owner in it. He took over the ownership of that. I think there's another one, but I can't remember.
He obviously does basketball stuff.
Yeah, like you see him on the ESPN commercials sometimes too, and everywhere.
TNT.
Yeah, Ian Glazer's like the Great Lakes ships. Oh, some more of them. Story number 4, huh? It's a lot. That's a lot of ships, Ian.
How many have sunk?
How many are at the bottom of the Great Lakes?
What's the main one that disappeared that they can't ever they didn't find for years?
James Sotelo says, I went to the Angels game. You have to order food and drinks from your seat, and it's only 17,000 allowed in the stadium.
Oh, that's not too
bad. That's not bad that you can order food and drinks from your seat, and with the 17,000, it probably makes it a lot easier for them to get your food to you hot, at least, right? That's nice. Oh, she got her ankle broken. And Walter's in the chat saying, good Raw tonight. On Wednesday, I'll be here for AEW 8 p.m. I'm still here for about 20 minutes tonight.
Awesome.
Though.
So Rhea Ripley had a hard time getting over this mountain. Remember this? And then once she beat her, like the whole...
Beat the Shayna?
Company came down and everybody celebrated in the ring, and then she lost it to Charlotte a few weeks later.
Right.
But that was like a year ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if she couldn't beat Shayna a year ago, how is she going to beat her now?
I don't know. Maybe she's gotten better?
I guess. She didn't do anything. She lost all the time in NXT.
Matthew's like, LOL, what the hell? What do you mean, what the hell? You aren't liking the ship talk? It's very interesting. Robbie's like, Rhea, look at me. I think I'm a badass, but really I'm just a B-Tech stand-in for Becky.
I wonder if Diversity...
Is some joke thing.
Did Diversity ever sell in there?
In the Great Lakes.
In the Great Lakes.
Old
Diversity.
It's
an old wooden ship. Used in the Civil War era.
Robbie's like, Rhea, look at me in such a bad ass when I'm just a B-Tech stand-in for Becky. Yeah? That how you really feel? Walter's like, will you guys go live for WrestleMania weekend?
We will be here.
We'll
both
be
nights.
here, Walter. Both nights.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday we will be here.
Mm-hmm. And we'll be doing predictions for WrestleMania.
Friday night, late. So
excuse me.
Most of you guys will be asleep.
I want to be asleep. Right now.
Need to sleep through Friday.
Sleep through Friday. Chris O'Connor's like, no piffs tonight? I guess not, Chris. No piffs.
Well,
no piffs happening.
I mean, Rhea's body's fine. I don't see anything wrong with it. I can't nitpick it. That looks funny, but it's because her knees being all torqued. Why is Nia trying to torque things? Don't let her torque anything. She'll really break it.
I know, right?
Don't let Nia play with things.
She's
She's like that one kid that just breaks every toy that she plays with.
She's very awkward. Yeah, she does stuff like that. It's terrible. Nobody wants that.
Look at this. Riddle Ali later on tonight.
Oh, Mustafa. Old Mustafa. Old Mustafa.
Mustafa. What you looking at? Ship stuff? You looking up ships? Diversity?
No. I was looking to see what Luke's going to be doing tomorrow night. That's crazy.
Drop kick. Asuka's up. Asuka's just taking it to him. Oh, there's that ass.
Holy shit.
Another ass.
That's an ass, alright. It's kind of terrifying.
Asuka's just cleaning house. I don't know if that was a big German suplex. But it was a German suplex, alright. 1, 2, and... Shayna kicks out.
Of course
Asuka's the one that's going to lose, right? She's the one that's going to get pinned.
Yes.
And it's going to have something to do with Rhea.
Yeah.
Either that or Charlotte shows up.
The 7
look!
7-day pastries.
It was Ripley that threw her down.
The 7-day pastries. That's what they are. So 7 days is the brand. I see what you're saying now.
It's the rest.
Got it. There we go.
Rhea is just attacking Asuka. And then threw her into the ring. So, Asuka's the one that gets pinned.
Mm-hmm. Called it. There it is. All done. Cheerful Grizzly was Bad Bunny out yet? Yes, he was out earlier. He came in a Bugatti with Damian Priest. Miz and Morrison painted it up with hip hop, hey, hey,
They
hop,
painted
hop.
all over a $3 million car.
And
Hey,
then they attacked him, and they had to call the medic. You're not ready for anything. Walter's like, boo, Nia Jax and Shayna won.
Well, yeah.
Too.
It was 1-on-3.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley knew she couldn't win that match, so she took it to Asuka and threw Asuka in the ring.
Walter's like, is the Hall of Fame ceremony going to be on TV?
I think so. No, not on television, but on the network. I think it's on the network tomorrow.
On the WWE network?
Yep, Peacock.
Or on Peacock. Are they done with WWE Network in the States?
Yeah, it started on the 4th, or ended on the 4th.
Okay.
I think it's after the 4th.
So, yesterday? Sweet. Ian says the first one, Edmund Fitzgerald sink Lake Superior.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah, that one. Because it kind of is like, and will you guys watch NXT Stand and Deliver?
No. I'm going to watch it, but we're not doing it.
Yeah, we're not going to do it.
Because we'll be doing AEW on Wednesday, and then we'll take Thursday off for the big weekend.
Yeah. Well, Walter's like, boo, Nia Jax. Robbie's like, is Mania pre-recorded too?
No.
No, it's not.
There's live fans. There's going to be fans.
Right? Vindicator's like, Rhea heel turn was a telegraph for the most part. People knew it was happening. Krista kind of says King Ricochet is back, so he should win on Friday night. The Andrade Battle Royale. That will reboot his career.
Oh.
Kelly,
Wishful thinking.
Right? Alita Kelly's like, the priest. You like it, some priest, huh? Robbie's like, I'll be watching football instead of the Hall of Shame.
Smart.
Yeah, better watch that football.
Bobby Lashley going to wrestle next?
Must be, because last
Isn't
Monday
Bobby
was that.
Lashley going to wrestle Cedric?
Maybe.
Oh.
Your grade's going to cost you. Oh.
Well, Bobby Lashley going to whoop some ass here in a minute. He's crippled. He has a cane.
Uh-huh. The crippled, I forgot what word I was going to say. Passed up has been.
I may not be in tonight. You can give him a scar, huh?
Raw is like, might as well be with how bad Raw and SD Live has been. Ian's like, I'm so sad SS Badger sink and old, right? Alita's like, yeah, sad.
I think you should rip that chain off him. Yeah, rip it off. Rip it off, that'd be cool. Oh, it would have been better if you just ripped it off.
Oh, Jesus.
What's best for business, MVP? Agree.
True. Krista kind of is like, I'll watch Dark and Impact and Hall of Fame busy tomorrow night. Yeah. Busy.
See, he knows what's good for business.
What?
What happened? Nothing.
I'm going to break his ass in half. Ah, that's terrifying. Alita says, Shelton has beautiful eyes.
Doesn't he?
I never looked at his eyes. I don't pay much attention to their eyes, I guess.
Oh. What? Oh, nothing. I just want to know what
You do?
Yeah.
On what?
That one match.
The
Fatal 4-Way tag team match.
Oh. Bummer. They already said, huh? James Sotelo says, and every fan gets theirs temperature checked. Oh, I see.
That's truth. Oh, who's it? What is... Oh. Huh. So on the 26th, I think it is, they have that, the one serial killer that I just sent you that link to.
Isn't it Little?
I think so. On Stars.
Oh, okay.
So I gotta make sure to look it up and
record
that.
Rob I was telling my friend today that Mania is on for 2 nights, and he was like, for fuck's sake, 2 nights? 1 night is bad enough. And we both cracked up laughing.
You know, that's true because they last so long, but it looks like both shows are going to be pretty short.
Maybe it's because they have actual fans this time. Ian's like, one ship's making it New Great Lakes Mark W. Bearer, 639 feet long.
Dang.
Jacob Jean says, I'm ready for SmackDown this week.
That's
yeah,
like
you're ready for
fields.
Ready for the Rumble that's happening that's not going to be at WrestleMania now? Drake from State Farm. So dumb. Smells like I'll watch AEW Elevation and Dark tomorrow. Maybe the Hall of Fame takeover on Wednesday and Thursday, along with the NXT UK prelude, and then WrestleMania this weekend.
Yep, sounds like a fun week of wrestling.
Right.
I don't watch the TNA wrestling very much, the Impact, but
Right.
I record it.
Jacob Jean says Andre the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. Yes.
This Friday.
Robbie's like, come on, man. Mania's all hype, all filler, and no killer. Maybe it'll be different because there will be fans.
That some good things happen. Fingers crossed. Ah. Oh, God.
It's a terrifying bear.
Is that what that was?
I guess. That's a horrible place to camp.
Yeah, anytime that there's wild peppers in the woods.
I mean, come on now. And, like, the foliage was, like, really creepy. It's, like, definitely horror movie type things happening there.
You know what makes a good horror movie?
Mrs. Doubtfire?
The music. If you just play, like, if you went in the woods and just played that in your headphones as you're walking, like...
Play scary music while you're walking in the woods.
Just sounded normal every day. Somebody's coming, riding their bike down the path. It's like, rain. You're like, ah.
They probably get your adrenaline going, I'm sure.
Because if you ever watch a scary movie, if you just mute it, it's not as scary anymore.
Right.
Like, I always think about it when I see people walking through their house in the scary movies. You know, and I'm like, if you took that music out, would this be scary? No, it'd be like if you were just going to get your kid's toy or something. But they're all, like, running.
Right.
Because it's all the music. The dark, ominous tones.
I said, if it was worth going to, you would be going.
Fact.
Maybe. Matthew says, I miss Raw back in the day before Mania. It was always a great show. Alita Kelly's like, gremlins show up, right? Jacob Jean says, breaking news, Ozzy Osbourne is going to the Hall of Fame celebrities. Good to know. We didn't hear that earlier. It's weird.
Ozzy. That's fantastic. Is she in a robe?
Maybe? I don't know.
You sip of water after the longest question ever.
Mandy threw in some extensions.
She threw in a lot of things. There's a lot of cleavage going on here. Well, not now. Those two don't have cleavage. But everybody else has cleavage. There it is!
Billy Kay. Carmella is reviewing the resume.
She said you're coming in my face.
I think so. I think she said you're coming in my face.
Like, you're coming in my face.
You're coming in my face. Yeah, I believe you're coming in my face. And women all talking about coming in faces. I don't want to hear that tonight. Probably no. Matthews is like, life would be so much better with background music. Everybody just had their own background music as they were walking. Like Robbie's like, Matthew speaking facts. Matthew's like, even though Sharon was called for not kissing royal ass. Right? Ozzy's wife. Lady Kelly's like, I watch horror movies to be entertained. Just see how dumb they are. Like, why would you go in there? Everybody says don't go in there and you still do it. Weirdos.
Let's hide behind the chainsaws.
No, she was the one that suggested they just say, why don't we get in the running car?
Well, that's just dumb.
That's just dumb. Matthew's like, Riot looks good with short hair, and hey, are the icons actually broken up? The Iconics are broken up.
Yes, that's sad.
They split them, broke them, and made them irrelevant as you could possibly get. Pretty sad.
Yeah, they both have airtime on separate shows, but they don't work together.
Yeah, but they're still irrelevant. Vindicator's like, Mandy growing her hair gradually just to impress her biggest supporter of short locks to leave the poor pepper.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Daphne.
Well, I'm glad that she cut her hair so she could put extensions in it. Matthew's like, oh, come on their faces. LOL. Bet you would, you sicko.
I don't know if that's a sicko. It's a Bacati party or Peacocky or whatever it's called.
I don't want to know.
What is that show? Meet the Parents or whatever, but with the one guy off the interview.
Meet the Fockers?
The guy off the interview.
I guess I don't know.
What big movie is he in?
Are you talking about Seth Rogen?
The guy that's with him in the interview. His little brother's in 21 Jump Street.
Why him? That's the newest one he's in.
Yeah, that one. Why him?
And
that's what he kept talking about the whole time. It was Bukake or whatever.
That's right.
And so the mom's like, well, happy Bukake. They're all like...
It's that one. Oh my gosh, what the heck is his name? His brother's really famous too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Franco.
Yeah. James
Franco. Robbie's like, Bob Lashley entrance giving me video game in level boss vibes. Jesus says, does Vince McMahon put mayonnaise on his spaghetti? I do.
You know it.
He probably does. It sounds like
I've honestly never heard that in my entire life. Like, that was the weirdest thing that ever heard. It's like, does Vince McMahon put mustard on his ice cream? You know, like, that's about, like, I don't know.
Who asked that? Like, that, it couldn't have just been this person.
Well, I just asked that just now. Mustard and ice cream.
I get it, but the mayonnaise on spaghetti. Did you...
I thought you read that.
I did. I read that, but you're like...
That's the weirdest thing
I
I've
thought
ever heard.
that was like maybe something that had happened or something that...
No, I've never heard of that.
That was a real thing or something. I'm like, what? Ian's like, Great Lake ships, I can't say those names. Matthew Meadows like, LMFAO, right, Robbie? Yeah, boss vibes. Rob is like, James, you joker. Real Italians would want to fight you for doing that. I was like, yeah, man, Matthew, haha. Rowley's like, Ruby Riott looks cool with short green hair. She and Liv are great in the ring. Liv really improved last couple of years. God, they're getting a chance at Mania in front of fans. Matthew says, I want to see someone go over Niagara Falls in a barrel.
I do too. I kind of think it would be kind of neat to see.
Vindicator's like, mayonnaise is the grossest sauce ever. Horseradish a close second.
Oh, I like horseradish, but it hurts my whole sinus system.
So you have to get the horseradish that's not a sauce. So you have to get like, it's like full-blown horseradish. It's not like a sauce. It's like in a jar. And instead of it being creamed or whatever, it's just like pure horseradish.
Like
it'll burn your face.
It doesn't burn like hot things. It burns like up in the top of your head.
It'll make your sinuses like
Clean
very
'em.
clear. Yeah, that's pretty. And it's really good with roast beef. You want to eat it with roast beef. Goes really good with it. And Jacob Jean says, Travis, you know what would be cool if Ricochet fought tonight?
Yeah, it would be neat to see him.
Maybe.
I know we're going to see him on Friday.
Right? Raleigh says, did you see that Tucker is back on Friday's SmackDown? Otis, former tag partner in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, not been on TV for ages, has
Forever. Yeah, they needed some people to fill up some spots, so they threw him on there.
And Matthew's like, Mayo is the greatest. Miracle Whip is awful. Oh no, we're having a fight of Miracle Whip and mayonnaise. Robbie's like, Ruby is pink. She defo would be up all night to have fun like Daft Punk and Pharrell Williams. James Giselle says I put mayonnaise on everything I eat. Even your cereal?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty gross. Robbie's like, horseradish goes well with beef. It does. Matthew says, isn't horseradish a root? Yes, it is. James Giselle says peanut butter mayonnaise sandwiches is good. Alright.
Seriously.
He's the one that comes in and says all kinds of weird food combos that he thinks is delicious, that everybody thinks is absolutely gross. Because that's the reaction he wants, is people to say it's gross.
Ice cream and mayonnaise mixed, because then you wouldn't even know it was in there.
It would have to be vanilla ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen people do that as jokes. Like, take donuts that are supposed to have, like, cream in the middle and put mayonnaise in them.
Fuck, I'd be mad.
Like, so they do it as a joke to people and do that, and it's like, what? Like, I've watched people do that. Like, and other things that look like what would be good, and then they replace it with something that would make it really disgusting. Like, yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
As their jokes, just to get back at people. Lady Kelly's like, great with lobster sushi.
Yummy.
I haven't even thought about having lobster sushi because I don't really like lobster.
Yeah, she doesn't eat fish things except
It's
for
like
shrimp.
Great Lake ships, Laura, Van, lots of ships. Alright, James Sotelo says, when I open my restaurant, you both are welcome to have pancakes and mayonnaise breakfast. Sounds great, man. Thanks. Do we get chocolate chips on it, too? With some maple syrup. Matthew says an hour and a half into Raw and chat talks with their tummies. Something like that, only it's not all good things. Not all good things in there, though. Although you could take a poll of the Mayo and the Miracle Whip people. I actually eat both, so.
Yeah,
I'm a weirdo.
Mayo isn't so bad if it's on the right meat.
I just think it goes with some things because some meats don't have a lot of flavor, right? And Miracle Whip has a lot of flavor to it. It's like very tangy and has flavor, and so it brings out the flavor of things like ham. It goes so good with ham, or egg sandwiches, or things like that, or making tuna sandwiches or something. You know what I mean? So it goes really, really good with that stuff. But like turkey doesn't really have a flavor. But I just don't want to eat Miracle Whip. I don't want it to taste like Miracle Whip. So I'd rather have mayo with it because then I can taste the flavor of the turkey among other things. Because I put like provolone cheese and avocados on my turkey sandwiches and then I put pepper all over my turkey. So it's just more of a it's just more of having a moisture, I guess you could say, with the sandwich rather than having something else to taste with it. So, yeah. All right, well, Ian, hey, thanks so much for all the ship talk tonight and all the Great Lakes information.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Have a great night, bud.
Oh,
Bye.
look at this! The bell hasn't started yet.
Oh, they're beating him already. That's nice. Matthew's like, I can't wait for slow motion rock pectorials and Baywatch.
Oh, it'll be fantastic.
It's going to be great.
I can do the peg pop for you if you want me to.
Oh, God. Alita's like Miracle Whip, right? Let's see. Ian's like, in the Great Lakes ship names. And the end of the Great... Ravi's like, is Nike better than Adidas or vice versa? Depends on what you like.
Yeah, that's definitely a preference there. I like Nikes better. They fit my feet better and they're more comfortable.
Vindicator
I
says,
actually don't know if I've ever owned a pair of Adidas's. I have some slip-ons that I wear out to the hot tub every night.
Yeah. Vindicator's like, I take it James sleeps with a puke bucket in place of a stuffed animal, or his taste buds and stomach have been conditioned to feel no sensitivity. I don't know the technical term for it. I don't either. But I was like, Miracle Whip sounds dirty. Well, it's a miracle and it's a whip. It's salad dressing. Not like what you put on your salad. But although people do that, by the way.
Oh, it's really good. My mom did that when I was growing up. Put tuna fish in there or shrimp, canned shrimp, in your salad with Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Or fake crab meat.
Yeah. That's different, though. You're kind of mixing the meat with it. It makes sense. Like, I make tuna sandwiches that way. But my dad's mom, he hated salads for the longest time because this is how she made them. A wedge of lettuce with a glob of salad dressing on it, and that was it. Miracle Whip. That was it. That was all. He said it was the most disgusting thing he'd ever had in his entire life, and he hated salads from then on. Never ate them for a long, long time. Till he left, of course, and then came back in. Matthew's like, I only had one good experience with Miracle shit, and that was a 7-layer salad.
Yummy.
I could see that. I make a carrot salad and an apple salad with a Miracle Whip based dressing thing that is really good. Because Miracle Whip has like a tang to it, so that's why. Tastes better. Ian's
Just
like, see you later, guys, at 9:48 p.m. And Vindicator's like, chat closes at 9:45 Ian. Jacob and Jean says Shelton should be the gold standard again. Should he?
Old Shelton. Bobby's about ready to take this poor dude's head off. Oh, big spear.
Another one? He had problems with that earlier. Walter's like, out. Okay, bye guys. See you Wednesday for EW and more wrestling this week. Yep, bye Walter.
See you,
Well,
Walter.
if you can watch the Hall of Fame, it'll be on tomorrow night for you guys. We are not going to be doing anything with that, but it will be there for all of you.
I bet you that's going to be a long show. 4 hours maybe with both of those, because they're going to do 2 years worth.
Oh, ouch. Chris Agani is like, one time I did a prank with my friends in high school. We were at breakfast. We filled up a juice with nasty stuff and we left it on an empty table. A janitor picked it up and actually drank it. Aww.
That's disgusting.
That's mean. Poor janitor. They get the bum rap.
Yeah.
Robbie is like, don't they use Miracle Whip in porn films?
Ew.
It might be a weird move, but it's a brand. It's actually a brand. If you want to take a Google look and look it up, you'll find it. Matthew Bennett says, Chris, LOL, that's awful, right? Like, that's horrible. I think that Travis is right in that sense that we should follow what the Japanese do. Make the children clean.
Yeah, you just
schools.
clean them. If every kid
Make
had
them
to
be
clean
the
the
janitors.
school, like, so they would take turns, obviously. Not one kid clean the whole school, but like groups. And every group had to clean the school every night after school. Other kids would beat kids up for leaving gum or wrappers on. You'd get beat up.
Mm-hmm. It'd be a different kind of bullying, but a good one. James wants to know, what's the capacity for WrestleMania?
I think it's 25,000 a night, so 50.
Jacob and Jean's like, I'm going to WrestleMania. Just kidding. It's past April Fool's, dude. Robbie says, I know I'm just taking the piss. Haha. Although it is funny, and it could be considered some kind of weird porn move or something in the films, I'm sure.
You're like...
Ew. You'd have to whip it. Whip it real good. Did you see that little non-sold little girl at the beginning of this commercial? Maybe they'll show her again. There she is. That little redhead. Little ginger kid.
Have you noticed that McKenna's hairs get redder and redder and redder as she gets older?
Is that? I haven't really.
Her hair is getting really
I haven't paid
red.
attention to it mostly because she wears a hat most of the time I see her, and then I only see her in the dark.
Right?
Throwing out some red in there instead of just all the blondie strawberry look. It's either that or she put color in it?
No.
No?
She just highlights it.
The blonde?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
She doesn't even have a mask. I don't think she has one either, but they've got masks. They don't even have them. It's pretty funny.
That's funny.
That's when they went to Lagoon.
Oh, with their class or something? Or are they...
No, they went over spring break.
Oh, that's what they did?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they went down and did?
Yeah.
Did they just ride rides?
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't do the water park. I think it's too cold.
Then here's like 9:35. That's it. No more wrestling, cooking, weather, geography, gab until Friday. Matthew Minutes is like Robbie Simon Belmont unlocks it in the fourth play through Castlevania. Oh, nice. Jacob says, what do you think about the big red monster in the Hall of Fame?
Love it. It's about time.
Raleigh's like, OMG, right into the still post, Bobby. Geez, that must have hurt, OMG. Probably. Definitely probably didn't feel very good. Raleigh's like, do you ever shop at CVS or Walgreens? Every once in a blue moon I go to Walgreens. We don't have a CVS here. Heard of it, but we don't have one. James Tisello says Charlotte Flair won't be at WrestleMania. Possibly,
It's looking that way. If
not.
we don't see her tonight, she's not going to be there. That's a big loss for her.
Raleigh says, there's a lot of matches at Mania now, about 2 announced tonight, women's tag night 1, night 2. Yes. Yep, they added a couple more matches, yes. Robbie's like, Travis, do you like Jim Carrey movies?
I do.
Well.
Depends on which
depends
ones.
on the movies.
But most of them I think they're pretty funny because I like him as an actor.
Ace Ventura, of course.
1 and 2.
I didn't know the Wachabi were biters.
What's with the screaming? Hans wird train up dolphin. Do you know nothing? You calling me team? I said a snowflake.
Do you know him? Does he call you at home?
And you can quote him. Where's the regular trainer? Where's the regular trainer? Where's me?
Jacob and she says, do you think Ricochet will wrestle tonight? I don't know what's happening there.
I don't see it happening. It's a go-home show, so I don't see any little thrown-in stories that don't have anything to do with Mania. And he will be wrestling on Friday, so I'm going to say no.
Matthew's like, all my CVS and Walgreens are burnt down. No justice, no peace. Sweet. Because the guy's like, you guys like Jim Cornette?
I do. No justice, no peace.
I don't know him. James Hello says, do you like Ghost Adventures? Yeah, they make me sleep.
She sleeps around.
They're
I
the
used to
best
love them. I
shows
used to watch them
ever.
all the time.
We would watch them nightly. That was like a nightly thing we did a long time ago. Wow. 9 years ago. We would do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I would go like this. I was gone. Like, every time we'd start watching them, I'd be done for. But they were interesting and cool. Wow, those places are pretty neat.
Missile drop kick.
We've got an MVP over there on the mics, over there in the commentator area.
Oh, yeah. He's doing a
Hanging
great job.
out.
He did such a great job, they let him stay in for last week's show.
Mm-hmm. James Sotelo said that Robbie's like, the mask was funny. It had some pretty funny parts.
I really did like the mask.
Vindicator's like...
You know that mask was Loki's, right?
Yeah.
That's Loki's mask.
Mm-hmm, the jokester.
Uh-huh.
Vindicator's like, Flair less WrestleMania will be the greatest WrestleMania of all time.
I have a feeling she'll show up or do something anyways. I have a feeling she'll get involved.
He's succeeded in angering him. Alita's like, no, CVS, that's the pharmacy Walmart, right? Jacob and Jean says Dumb and Dumber was one of his movies.
Yep. Love that one.
Chris is like, LOL, Ghost Avengers and Dead Flies are the best.
I've never seen
Dead
that
Files are the best.
Never seen that
I haven't seen Dead Files. Robbie's like, what about Dumb and Dumber 1 and 2?
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. How about what? Wasn't sure what was going on
Boom!
there.
That. That's enough.
Can we just kill him now? Alita's like, right, Chris? Vindicator's like, I don't remember what I did 9 days ago, let alone 9 years. Smo says, think WWE will have Yes Man 2 with Daniel Bryan in it.
Right.
Possibly.
Old Yes Man. No.
Is he
But that'd
out
be
or
funny.
did he tap?
No, he just passed out.
Uh-oh.
Benjamin from behind. What an idiot.
Smo's like, think that Raleigh says,
That's to me something.
don't think Charlotte on tonight. What a shit birthday for Charlotte. Geez, hope she at Mania with Bailey. Apparently Bailey injured, but she said she's just not being used on Renee podcast.
That's probably what's happening.
Chris says,
Shelton in the hurt lock.
I can't get out of it. His arms are all up in the air and he's waving them around like he just don't care. He's like one of those waving flibbly arm guys.
Yeah, that Bailey Shank.
That Bailey murdered. Because it kind of is like, yeah, the mask technically is a Marvel character because it's Loki mask and there is the Mask comics. Jacob Jean says, Ghost Adventures is cool. And Robbie's like, Robbie has gone stale. He just does the same thing over and over again. James Sotelo says, now that COVID went down, are you both going to go do any autograph appearances? Blast, James.
Just signing it all.
We're just totally going to do some autograph appearances.
He's like, I need to put a ponytail back in. Damian Priest, Bad Bunny. They're going to come and address this situation.
They're going to address it. In a dress. Jake Regine says, can we get some security out here? Yeah, security. Matthew's like, wacky flailing arm inflatable tube man. That guy. That's the one. I'm sorry, my arm hurts. Just hanging there.
You need a pillow or something.
Right?
We'll have to trade sides for a few months.
Something. Like, every time I sit here, my arm, like, has some weird issue with it after we're done. I'm like, I need a pillow.
Put it on the thing, like a normie. Like this.
I did that earlier and I thought it looked weird.
It just looks comfortable. What's up, everybody at home?
Robbie's like, D, you're better than Snoop with that hands up in the air. Line, ha ha. Am I? Chris kind is like, can we get some merch? Oh yeah, merch. We gotta get that going. Oh, things have to happen.
Just a couple.
Maybe with all these stimulus packages. I've saved enough. Vindicator's like, I hate when wrestlers try to fight in dress clothes. Just looks so out of place, like it's not a parking street fight, hardcore falls count anywhere match.
Right? I agree 100% too on that one.
Jacob and Jean says, me and Vin are going to do an autograph session. Yeah? You guys do it. Matthew's like, is Donald Trump in the Hall of Fame?
He is.
Yep, he is. What is that called that they were doing to him while he was in office? Impeach? They better impeach it because he probably doesn't deserve to be in the
They're not going to...
Plus, he better go after him that way, too.
Take
Robbie's like, LOL, Oh, if I sold Dee's autograph on eBay, it probably would not get much money for that, huh? No, it wouldn't. Oh, Lita Kelly's like, I haven't gotten mine. You haven't gotten your stimulus? Did you look it up? Are you going to get it? Did you do your taxes? I'll tell you this. Here's a secret. If you have not, unless you're like on Social Security disability or something, or Social Security of any kind like that, you'll get it no matter what. But if you are a normal human who goes out there and goes to a job and does their taxes, if you have not filed your 2020 taxes yet, you will not get your stimulus that they just did. Just so you know. That's a secret. If you have not done your 2020 taxes yet, you will not see your stimulus that they just put out in, what, March? Was it March?
Mm-hmm.
This one in March that they did. It's based off of your 2020 taxes. Chris kind of like William Shatner, a.k.a. Michael Myers mask. Yep, you got that. Jacob's like, why is William Shatner in the Hall of Fame?
I have no idea.
I didn't know he was even on there. There's like, Jacob, they might put your autograph poster next to John B. John Cena in WWF main hallway next to McBossman's easily accessible office. Right? Alita's like, I'm on disability. Okay. So there's a website you can go to check that out. You can just look it up, do a quick Google search for where's my stimulus payment.
Yeah, it's on the...
And it'll be an IRS website, so make sure it says like .gov or irs.gov or something like that with it, and you'll be on the right one that you can put your information into. Just make sure that it is a .gov. Don't put it on anything else because they ask for some pretty specific information just for you. So, Matthew's like, I've got a John Cena autograph, but you can't see it. I like that one. That's a good one. James Sotelo says, did Vince pay the grocery store Stone Cold and
so
put
it
her
is on
teeth on
Peacock.
it?
Exclusively on Peacock.
Exclusively just on Peacock.
Oh, I didn't know the NWO was going in there. Maybe I have to watch the Hogan one.
Oh.
Night 1 and night 2.
Wednesday night 1, Stand and Deliver Takeover. Thursday night 2. The women's is on night 1 and the dudes are on night 2. So we'll watch the women's one on Wednesday. See it. And then the Andre the Giant Battle Royale on SmackDown this week. The Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way matches on there also.
It is. And then Mania. Look at that. They're starting it late. They're starting at the same time Raw starts.
8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. That's so strange. I wonder why they're having it so late.
And I wonder if they're even going to do a pre-show now because they moved the Battle Royal.
Right?
So it looks like they're only planning on doing 3 hours max. Be done by 9. Maybe they want it to be darker.
Right.
For the entrances because it is an outside stadium.
Yeah, that's a possibility too. Matthew says it should be automatically. Yeah, it should be, but some people, even when you're on Social Security or disability, it's going in phases, and some people might not have gotten it yet. I guess that
they have till December to
whoever,
get it.
Mr. Biden up there had a fit that the IRS didn't give it to people on disability and stuff like that immediately, and like the very first people that should have gotten it, that they didn't get it, and so. And so he was really upset about that. Those were the people that should have gotten it first instead of other people. So I would just go on that site, Alita, and then you can look it up. And so you can find some information about what's going on, especially if your bank isn't showing anything. Because you probably most everybody on any kind of Social Security gets their stuff automatically deposited into a bank account. So if your other ones you got throughout this year and last year went into a bank account, it'll do the same exact thing. If you got them on a card or a check, then you'll get them through a card or a check instead. So depending on how you normally get your stuff. Roberto Lozano says Tampa, Florida is ready for WrestleMania. Jake Jean says, Travis, I heard a rumor today. What's the rumor?
Is it RVD?
He said, I heard that British Bulldog's son is going to be coming back to WWE.
That will be cool. I'll be excited about that.
Matthew says the NWO is going in again.
Going under again?
No, into the Hall of Fame again.
Oh. No, they never went in before. It was DX that went in last time.
Robbie says, D, you're defo going to use that Cena joke. That joke is going to live rent-free in your head forever.
Right.
What?
The John Cena one that he just said.
Which one?
I got a John Cena autograph, but you can't see it.
Oh! I already forgot it. Like, what? I don't even know where I'm at. Sorry. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. I already had forgotten it. As Matthew says, it's awful. Alita Kelly says automatically, yeah. Yeah, I would definitely go on that website, Alita, and then you can see what's happening. Because they'll give you a time frame of where you're at in the depositing schedule so that you kind of have a better idea of where it is. But you should get it if you're on any kind of Social Security disability. Unless something else takes it. So. Because other things come into play that it gets put towards instead. Jigger G says, does Bray have a new mask? He kind of does. It's like a melted mask.
Yeah, it's like his, but it melted.
Yeah, it's really weird. Anyways, but it's going to be this Sunday, that thing that they were just showing.
Yeah, it's got to be night 2. They're not going to end the show with it, but they should. But.
So they're going to have, what's his face? The Fiend and Randy Orton on night 2 of WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. Looks like they got Bunny Dude coming out with his...
Bugs Bunny with bell-bottoms on.
His weird pants and his shirt protected.
That's a shout-out. He's not wearing those tight pants at the bottom. That's great.
Yeah, okay. With his pants that are, like, high-watered. So weird.
It's bell-bottoms.
No, that's what I meant. Like, he's not wearing the tight pants that are, like, high-watered. He's gonna lose his shoes. Hey, here's the next one. They showed it again. Whoever asked earlier. Matthew, I think.
Oh, fantastic paint job.
Jacob says... Robbie's like, Matthew D is defo the queen of bad jokes. Are they really bad, though? Because you laugh a lot. Alita's like, I owe no one. Yeah. I just know in some people's cases that even if they're on disability and if they, like, have, like, child support or something that they owe, it actually goes directly to child support, so they never ever see their, stuff.
Are we still talking about that stuff?
For what?
It's like, is there nothing?
Because there's not really anything else except for they just
Bad
came
Bunny
down. They did another replay of what they did to their car. Now Damian Priest is going to talk.
We knew that was going to happen, but this is it now. We don't have to worry about it again.
I don't think so. I think they'll show it again.
They'll show it for WrestleMania. Jealousy.
Baker's like, yeah, Bliss is trying a little too hard with that eyeshadow makeup and still doesn't look scary.
She's not supposed to look scary.
I get this pairing and gimmick won't run its course until December 2022.
Possibly. I think Nikki Cross will save her when they go to do it. There it is. So they did turn it into a tag team match.
He must have gotten whatever was wrong
and
with
they were
him.
thinking that he might.
Whatever his injury was.
So they're doing a tag team match.
Jacob Eugene says Priest is not in his wrestling gear.
No, they're not wrestling tonight.
Spell says the Fiend is trying to be the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Right? Alita's like, Priest has nice long legs. Matthew's like, I see why that fucker is called a Bad Bunny. Destroy all gay man buns. I was like, come on, you don't talk over your boy Bunny talking.
Now he's got a bad memory.
Right, he doesn't really have anything relevant to say, it sounds like.
He got bullied by the WWE, and now he doesn't know how to think about wrestling anymore. He loved it growing up, but now that bullying event happened, he's traumatized.
Oh, good. Go cry about it in a corner in the closet then, so I don't have to hear it anymore. Vindicator's like, hopefully the good rabbit is not singing tonight either. I don't think he is. I think it says Priest has bigger muscles than Miz.
A little bit.
He loves Booker T. That's nice. Matthew Menace is like, boo!
Yeah, don't be saying their names.
The wrestling legends of your country?
Yeah, they
Who are they?
They could be getting people killed. Bruiser Brody.
I even love them.
Although Kalisto's son.
Oh.
Or is the son of the one.
Lita's like, love his glasses. Jacob Jean's like, Miz is just a weakling. Robbie's like, the bunny looks like he's licked up on a cheap bottle of Thunderbird.
I'm a man and he needs to respect
He
me.
sounds like it too, like he forgot how to talk normal.
It's his second language.
Matthew's like, can't fucking hear this thug gangsta wannabe. Matthew, I find him a racist, but you know, hey. That's just my opinion. I was like,
way better. Now at least he can flow.
Right? I was like, is the bunny boss side? Is that why he wears glasses?
Possibly.
Maybe. Jacob says, you guys know what luchador I miss in WWE. We don't, Jacob. You're going to have to tell us because I don't know.
Lucha.
Matthew's like, seriously, I fail my life, leaving me as this mumbling bum cries. Jacob says, Sin Cara.
It was good.
Did you say that?
I did not.
Oh.
I didn't say anybody. I was going to say Luchasaurus.
The Luchasaurus.
I'm pretty sure he was in WWE for a while, but not as the Luchasaurus.
Right.
The guy.
Like a dude. He was a person. Just a normie. He wasn't a dinosaur then. Then he found his true calling.
This Saturday at Wrestlemania.
I'm going to show you how to respect me. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Do I not have this match on here? No.
You don't belong here. Go back to singing your songs. JRG's like, Luchasaurus was in WWE before. Rob's like, LOD, you joker with Luchasaurus jokes. Alita Kelly's like, LOL. Oh, Miz and Morrison out there doing their thing. Adios.
Hey.
Pop. No custom paint job necessary. Ooh. They're like, we're leaving you guys there in the ring doing your thing. Why are we still watching him leave? So weird.
Music describes you. You gotta move with it.
Does it really? Robbie's like, can the Miz just kick Bunny to death and get over with? Can the Miz just kick Bunny to death and get over with? Oh, come on. Don't you guys just love him in there? Mustafa! It's Mustafa!
Blame it on everybody.
We don't have that much in common.
One thing.
We have a dislike for
He's
the
probably
Brown.
gonna roll up on his. What's up, guys?
Hi, I like you
Good
guys.
luck later tonight.
Good luck. I'll have my stinky feet in your face. Icon says, this might be F up, but I was expecting that limo to explode.
Look behind him. Look behind him.
There he is. Just what you wanted.
Bruh. Bro.
Ugh. His timing's impeccable. Robbie's like, Ollie a jobber still, basically.
Yes.
Alita Kelly's like, I call him the hair. Robbie's like, ha ha ha, Riddle. Yeah, him being a wackadoodle out there. Okay, there
Why
was
did
never
they add
birds before.
Why did they add birds?
So don't even say that it gets you every time because it's never happened before. Ever. Sheamus on commentary. Wow. I'm not sure that that's a good thing.
Always.
Do they? Always. Vinegar's like, see the WWF, no more originality. Ollie is wearing Sami Zayn colors now.
Yeah, it's goofy. There's a lot of goofiness going on.
Matthew's like, Riddle will revitalize Raw. How can he, Matthew? How can he revitalize something when he's like the way he is? He's like this.
But he's good at it. I like Riddle.
I know you do. You're in love with him.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Shane's like, was Logan Paul actually on WWE last Friday? He was! He was there! He even came out. He talked and everything. He wasn't a puppet. He was a human. It was the real one. I'm kidding. No, it really was him. He was really there. He even said words.
He did. He did an interview.
Matthew says Vince likes birds. And yes, Jacob, he was. Robbie says, I was laughing at the way he rolled through Ollie and Sheamus, and Sheamus' reaction was funny.
I loved it.
Jigger Jean's like, I guess I missed it. I'm sorry, honey. Are you a big Logan Paul fan? Matthew Bennett says, LOL, what's Riddle like again, Misty? The bro.
What's up, bro?
Vindicator's like, Riddle is making this show more kid-friendly than The Miz ever could with his bunny costumes and New Day with their trumpets and Bliss with her voodoo dolls. Oh, jeez.
You don't like Hey Hey Hop Hop?
Robbie's like, D loving Logan Paul at WWE. Matthew's laughing his ass off. His fucking ass off. LMFAO. Riley's like, Riddle, bro, I like Riddle. He's funny on the bump and stuff. Love him on his scooter flying around making car noises. He's funny. Yeah. Because he doesn't know where he's at. What's that? Vincent D'Onofrio?
I was just going to say I like that guy.
Vincent D'Onofrio's in that show? Huh. I love Vincent D'Onofrio. He's funny.
Gangs of Harlem or something.
Godfather of Harlem. Robbie says, I'm still none the wiser to whom Logan Paul is. It's okay. You don't really need to know. It's not that important.
The Macho Man. Oh, I gotta find this.
Are you going to record those?
Yeah.
Starts on April 18th. It should be on there. No, we gotta wait another week before we can find it. No, you could probably find it, huh?
Yeah. Probably wait till Sunday.
He's back doing Law and Order stuff. How funny is that?
Good.
I kind of am sad though. I wanted him to continue doing that show Happy. That thing was freaking funny as shit. I really liked him as a crazy person.
He probably could do both.
I wish he would.
Are you sure that show didn't get canceled like 7 years ago?
It was just on like in 2018. It was just I probably did one season, I'm sure. Raleigh said I haven't looked it up.
That's the girl that's doing that.
BB Rexa?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's America the Beautiful Girl.
Oh, BB Rexa is performing America the Beautiful. No. I've heard her name, but I don't know who she is.
I've never seen her before.
I've kind of heard her name, and I probably have listened to her on the... I probably have heard it on the radio. That's probably why I kind of know the name. Raleigh says, Logan Paul is a boxer and YouTube and podcast. Quite famous, big following, so WWE want more fans. Right? I don't know if I'd really call him a boxer. I think at this point he's just kind of a wannabe.
He does a podcast that's really popular. I can't remember the name of it, but McKenna listens to it.
Yeah, YouTube and podcast stuff, he said. As Luke says, Ben, I see you talking about Bliss. Snort, snort, angry, laughing face. Robbie's like, D, he must be important the way you were getting hyped about him. Yeah. I was getting hyped because there's people out there who are big fans. And
he's got 23 million followers.
You had to make sure people knew that it was really him. If you didn't get excited about it, then nobody would really think it was him. Lady Kelly's like, Mortal Kombat. Matthew Bennett says, that dude was in Oz just like other Law and Order stars. Alita Kelly says, that was good, Happy. Right? That was such a good show. Looks like Logan Paul is one of 3 brothers who got famous on YouTube for doing stupid or crazy or controversial
There's
things.
a third brother?
There's 3 of them? Ew.
I just thought there was the 2. Logan
Third
and
one
Jake.
must not be very popular. Yeah, he got popular for doing controversial things, alright. Yeah. We know what he got popular doing. Vindicator's like, now BB is a real superstar, a major hottie who can rock any hairstyle. There you go, Vin.
Yeah, she looked like a smoke show a little bit.
Right? Looks like the guy who plays Stabler was on True Blood for a season, and he was great, right? Very good. Raleigh says, I think he was quite funny on SmackDown. Good job, Logan Paul and Kevin Sammy segment. Do you agree, guys, or nope?
No, absolutely.
I think he did pretty good.
Looking forward to seeing
getting
that
thrown
WrestleMania.
into something. He probably wasn't sure what was going to happen.
And Sheamus. Why would they bring Sheamus out first? Oh, I guess because they had to bring Riddle out because he was already rolling out.
Yeah, he was rolling through. And they started his bro stuff while he was rolling. So weird. Looks like the third stopped doing stuff after a very controversial thing Jake did. The third stopped doing stuff after a very controversial thing Jake did. So, more controversial than what Logan did? Retards. Robbie's like, not gonna lie, mans don't know BB Rexa either. She's just a singer in the U.S.
She looks like a pretty face.
Chris O'Connor's like, all new theme? I didn't really think it was a new theme for Sheamus.
No, that was the same.
And they would only bring Sheamus out last because he's just commentating.
Right, well, he should already be out there without music is what I'm getting.
They're like, we want to make sure you know that he's coming out here. Oh, okay.
An Irishman never breaks his word.
Sheamus changed his hair again. So he's growing it out all over, and it's not long on top like it used to be, kind of.
I pay attention to detail like that, so I'd know.
Would you?
No.
Do
He
you?
could be bald right
Have
now, and
you?
I'd be like, what's different?
See? Maybe it's because of the hats he's been wearing and stuff. That might be it.
Oh, wow. Big kick.
Raleigh says, looks like Sheamus, new USA champ, that then at Mania, Broad kicked to the face. 1, 2, 3, new champ. Deserves it. He's been doing well the last couple of months.
Yeah, he's definitely been carrying part of the company. I just don't know if they're ready to take the title off Riddle. But they could do that. That'd be a lot of title changes.
Chris County says, whoever that girl is hot, she looks like Scarlett. BB Rexa.
I know. I thought it was Scarlett for a second when I first seen it. She doesn't have the curves.
She doesn't have as much bodaciousness. Robbie's like, WWE love getting listers who mans don't know. Maybe in other countries you might not know who she is. Is he all upset about his hat?
Yeah, well, Riddle put his hat on.
Oh, that jerk. Disgusting. He probably has a lice.
It probably does. Why wouldn't it? All Irish
No,
men have
I
lice.
said, no.
Oh, no?
The Riddle has lice.
Oh.
Now the hat has lice.
Because of the marijuana.
Because of Riddle
Because
and his
of the
uncleanliness.
The marijuana.
Well, he's like a hippie. They don't clean themselves.
Sure.
Vindicator's like, all graphic is weird, like an A with flag straps. He's trying to convince people he is real American. I guess he gets hassled about it at the TSA.
That's pretty funny.
I think he's Ali's graphic is weird. I think that says Ali, not all. Ali, yeah, that's an I. Sorry. I'm kind of like 4 feet away from the screen, and it's small, so I'm like, what's that say? Looks like Jake was caught on camera during a BLM rally, breaking into a store, then telling a cop a group of black protesters did it. That's when the third brother was like, fuck this.
Huh.
Yeah, that was like the one time that it wasn't really black protesters. That's funny. Matthew's like, LMFAO to Vin. Rob is like, WWE scraping the barrel with Z-listers. As Luke says, BB Rex is not a Z-lister. Logan, on the other hand, right? Matthew Bennett says the Pauls are an example of the scourge of the earth in human form. And in all reality, Bad Bunny was probably a Z-lister before the Grammy stuff.
Oh, well, everybody...
Because nobody had heard of him in our... I mean, I'd never heard of him. How many people did McKenna know who he was?
No. She probably still doesn't.
Exactly. Like, so if he's so great and popular, like, the young kids would know. And if they play any of his shit on the fucking radio station, I've never heard it. So, in all reality, I would consider him a Z-lister. And the only reason why at this point he's not is because he won a prize out of a Cracker Jack box. Good for him.
He made a song that went popular through wrestling. It happens quite a bit.
Right. Matthew's like, the Pauls are an example of the scourge of the earth in human form, right? And Luke says, amen. JG says, BB Rexa is a good singer. She is also beautiful. Simone says, imagine what Riddle would be like without any joints.
Oh.
Ew. Gross.
Like a snake?
Like, it would be more flexible, or he would just have, like, stick arms and legs and walk funny.
I think he's talking about marijuana.
Oh, that!
Like,
right.
If he wasn't high.
If he wasn't high all the time, God knows, probably more annoying than he already is. Matthew's like, I still don't know what a Bad Bunny is. Matthew's like, do I need a shot? Maybe. Jean's like, Matthew, it's that rapper. You tell him, Jacob, tell Matthew. Is a Bad Bunny a dessert? God, no. I think it'd never be a dessert. I guess for some people it might be, but not me.
Hey, hop. That's a dessert.
Vindicator's like, I heard of Good Rabbit before I heard of Bad Bunny. A Good Rabbit doesn't exist unless you count Bray Wyatt. Playhouse buddy. Ramblin' Rabbit. Jacob says, I'm going to get my shot next Wednesday. Sweet.
Good deal.
Good for you. I was like, do you reckon Nia uses Icy Hot for her hole? Ew, could you imagine if you put Icy Hot on your hole? Hey, you'd have something to say, alright. You'd be wooing all over the place a lot.
Woo!
Jacob G's like, a good rabbit, right? A good rabbit is Bugs Bunny, as Jacob says. Alita Kelly says a bad rapper. Right? Like, I mean, I guess... I just don't consider what he does rapping. Like, they've really gone downhill with what they consider rapping. Like, Post Malone, are you kidding me right now? That guy a
really
rapper?
Rapping. He more sings. Auto-tune singer.
That's so terrible. And his goat singing. Jesus. I just can't stand it. Drives me crazy.
Look at this. Riddle going back and forth.
Oh, missed him.
Ollie,
He got thrown into the thing. Oh, he threw him around. Oh, he rolled him over onto a fruit roll-up. Oh, he stomped on his feet that he can't feel anything with anyway, so what difference would it make?
Ollie,
because it's different if it's combat, like, boot things. You can feel that, right? Oh, he's coughing his grossness out.
He likes to cough like that.
Maybe he should do some cardio work so he doesn't cough all gross. And he was like, Bugs was a villain in all his cartoons, especially against Daffy.
I love Bugs Bunny. He's my favorite cartoon character by far. It's not even close.
They'll cancel him, don't worry. Matthew Meta says, have you all heard that RVD is going into the Hall of Fame? LOL, sorry.
Oh, really?
Is that what's happening? Oh my god.
I love the surprise of that.
So amazing. It's the surprise. Jamie Jean said, do you like Ali without retribution?
No. I didn't like him in the first place. I don't like him now. I kind of liked Retribution if they would have done it right.
Right. Jacob wants to know, what do you think of Molly Holly?
I liked Molly Holly back in the day.
Matthew's
I had
like,
no problem
Seamus
with her.
keeps getting more stereotypical Irishman. Yeah, they're really throwing that in our faces, aren't they? This whole cultural thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing he is Irish, or else it would be cultural appropriation and people would have a meltdown fit.
Kip up. Big right hand.
He did it.
Another one. Suplex.
He was like, that was a big drop.
Little Beck exploder. Misses with a kick. Pops around. Lands on his feet though. Backdrop.
Oh man, I hurt myself. I was like, Miz and Morrison's song Hey Hey Hop Hop should be in the Hall of Shame.
Riddle's going to pick him up and powerbomb him.
Just put his shoulder. Just roll him into his shoulder down there.
Ollie, being such a small guy, it's easy to manhandle him.
Oh, he got out of it. What an amazing person. How'd he ever do it? I have no idea. It's crazy.
He was in the ropes. Break it.
Matthews says, Matt Riddle is looking good this match.
Wrestling like a pro. Riddle. I'm going to beat Sheamus this Sunday, Saturday, whatever day it is. I'm better.
The truth is, I'm better. What are you saying? He's looking good in the ring?
Oh, right down onto his knees. 1, 2. So close. Can you imagine losing right going into WrestleMania?
Would it hurt your feelings?
I just think it would take your momentum away.
He'd just smoke a couple more joints. He'd be fine. Vindicator's like, I'm offended by the
I smoke 2 joints
offensive
in the morning.
anything that can be viewed
Smoke 2
as
joints
offensive
at
in
night.
the eyes of the easily offended. True.
I smoke 2 joints and then I smoke 2 joints. It makes me feel alright.
Robbie's like, do you should be a guest commentator on Raw's third hour? Should I?
Riddle, gonna put him away.
Oh.
Done. Ollie, gotta love being buried.
He asked for it. He wanted to be relevant. He can be relevant as a jobber. So it's like, the reason these gimmicks fail is because the guy running the company is a child. Is he?
Is it because he's a child at heart?
Matthew's like, that intensity. Robbie's like, you love the third hour, D. Oh my god, I totally do. It makes me want to, like, just fall asleep every time I'm there.
I love main events.
So, Sheamus is definitely just those Irishmen that were around during, like, the 1930s or whatever that went around and, like, were gangsters in New York.
Boston.
What's that show that has,
The Gangs of New York?
Yeah, that one. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino?
Or
no, what's his name? What is his name? That's what I'm seeing. He was in,
Titanic.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Matthew's like, Riddle got pissed. That was awesome. Right? Robbie's like, I bet you snore, D. I do, actually. I snore. I'm not saying I don't. I do. I snore. I'm a snorer. I snore when I sleep. I'm proud of it.
The King.
What about his toes?
He's gonna watch his toes. Up next.
Ooh. Tapping is a match against the King. Vindicator's like, Shane McBossman is a child at heart. He is using second grade dumb guy jokes against Strowman.
Love it.
Like a child. Oh, Jacob's like, I want Hardy to return again. Because...
You want him to go away and then return?
Rob is like, I woke myself a few times up when I snored. Well, I've done that. Travis has done it.
I do it when I'm sitting in my chair a lot.
You do it like when you like say you're awake, but actually you fall asleep sometimes in the mornings on the weekends again. And you'll wake yourself up by snoring. It's funny. Just that one deep inhale of snorts. Well, he does like a little step over his granny, right? Step over his granny. Matthew's like, Vin, for creativity, you get a B+. Jacob Eugene says, where is Jeff when we need him? Probably taking a break. I was like, no, Adam Pearce tonight, thank the Lord. Oh, just because you said that, we're going to see him.
Nah.
Thanks for bringing him out of the woodwork, Ravi. Just kidding.
SmackDown guy right now. Getting ready for what next week. Bacon jam.
So weird.
Just jam.
It's not, though.
Jam.
It's basically kind of like making, like, whatchamacallit?
Jam.
No.
I just want to say jam over and over and over.
I know you do.
Pork and beans.
Kind of more like baked beans, because of the sweetness and stuff. But instead of putting beans in it, it's just bacon.
Right, which is all you need.
Well, of course that's all you need. You don't need beans. Beans are stupid. Jacob's like, did you guys ever watch those videos I sent you?
Oh, the wrestling? Yes.
The wrestling videos? Yeah, Travis watched them. And he's like, Jeff wants to go to AEW. Why would he want to do that when he just signed a 5-year contract with WWE?
Yeah, if he wanted to go, he would have just left.
He's not going anywhere. He's going to die.
To be honest, I don't even know if
WWE.
that contract is actually... Yeah, it did. It would have went into effect. But it wasn't even in effect for like the first 3 months after he signed it.
Right.
It was like in the fall of last year is when it went into effect.
Well, Lady Kelly's like, it's baked beans. It's not, though. It's bacon jam. It's like baked beans without the beans. Just bacon. It's just bacon. It's crazy. I've never had it in my entire life.
What tastes like would it have the seeds in it?
Because bacon has seeds.
Yes.
You're so weird.
Wasn't that the difference?
That's one of your dumb questions you need to write down of your 100 questions. Rob is like, he is dead food just like Impact. Yeah. Jacob's like, okay, I was just wondering. Vindicator's like, I appreciate you, Matt, since I have always been a straight C student, but I admit I've been slipping lately. Maybe I'll be revived again after Mania. Maybe. Jacob Jean says, I also heard WWE might be getting another diva.
Are you talking about the one that was in AEW? If that's the case, she is going to NXT UK, I believe.
Who?
Who are you doing?
I don't know. The person, the diva.
Oh, I don't know what her name was.
Oh. Vinegar's like more like after SummerSlam. Right, Ben? It's brought to you by Snickers. You just need a Snickers.
You know, if they cared about the women and made more matches for them instead of just one a night. The problem is I think what they did is they took wrestling, right? And they have all these hours to do it. We are, how many hours into this show?
2.5. Mm-hmm.
We've had 6 matches. Not yet. We've had 5 matches.
Right.
It's ridiculous. AEW puts on 5 matches in
an hour. Almost.
In 1 hour, maybe 2 hours. We'll get 5 full matches in that time.
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown does 4 matches.
Right. It's sad.
It's just ridiculous. Like, add 2 women matches or 3 into that, and on each show.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave the men's alone. Obviously, get rid of some of the talking and start adding action. You can still build storylines around action.
Right.
It actually makes it more exciting when the storylines are built towards the ring instead of in the back.
B. Priestley.
B. Priestley, that's it.
Jacob said. Because he was... Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Because he was talking about her. Robbie says, all this bacon jam talk, I think I'll stick to good old butter. Okay, so if you like bacon, it probably might be good to try, but I like just butter.
Have you ever fried your bacon in butter before? Would that be good? Might be good.
No, but...
I put too much butter in my pan today, and I cooked my eggs.
Yeah,
and when I ate them, they tasted really buttery. It was good. I mean, obviously butter tastes good, but...
Right.
I was like, oh.
So I make my sandwiches, right? My bacon sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
I toast my bread, and I put lots of butter on my bread. And then I put bacon on it, and that tastes really good.
Nice.
He says, Indicator says,
I wish
more
they would
like
tell us
after
about the
TLC.
pre-show. They keep showing us when the show's going to start. But what about the pre-show?
If they have one.
Usually they do a 2-hour pre-show, but if they're only going to do like a half hour, an hour pre-show without even a fight or something on there, that'd be sweet. Also Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would say this is Saturday.
And that's on Saturday, too.
Oh, I think
Bad
I already knew
Bunny,
that
Damian Priest versus Miz and Morrison.
What about AJ and...
They're just talking about Saturday right now.
This is day 1.
Yep.
Also day 1? No. Yeah.
Saturday. Mm-hmm. Cesaro, Seth Rollins.
Yeah, this will take me a while to find it.
I'll get it. And the tag team turmoil is Saturday.
Yeah, we know that one.
Okay.
Obviously.
So Cesaro and...
Yeah, I have night 1 for that one.
And then the steel cage
Oh,
match
they're doing that one night 1. That one should main event.
Night 1. So the Strowman match is on night 1. There you go, that's all on
Good
Saturday.
deal. I've almost got them all, so I don't know about Asuka and Rhea, so that must be night 2. And Riddle and Sheamus. I don't know about that one.
Oh.
And I don't know
Sunday, The Fiend versus Randy.
I think I wrote that one down.
So that means that Roman is going to be on Sunday too.
Oh, keep going.
They are.
There it is.
Sunday
So
is the Raw Women's Championship.
Perfect. So Riddle and Sheamus will be Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, biggie. I got that one already.
So dumb.
The Nigerian drum fight.
So freaking dumb.
Kevin Owens, that's
versus
night 2.
Sami Zayn is Sunday night.
Perfect. That's one of the ones I needed. I feel like I'm collecting cards or something.
So of course, the Women's Tag Team Championship for whoever wins the Turmoil.
Okay, this is the Riddle Sheamus, so it's 2. So now it's the men's tag team. Is the other one that we need. But they're going to announce that match at SmackDown.
Oh, yeah. The Universal Championship Triple Threat match on Sunday.
I called this one in December. So. That Roman was going to be main eventing night 2 of WrestleMania.
Right.
So that's the only one I need right there.
Is which one?
The tag team match.
Oh, the men's?
But we won't find out till
Friday, possibly. Right. Robbie says, what's Drew come to do? Slay the dragon? Yeah, haha. Wow, with that big old sword he does. Jacob says Corbin is going to lose. He cheats. Robbie's like, the pre-show is dead food, fam, with Dee's friends Booker T, The King, and Sam Roberts. Oh, yeah. Vindicator's like, weird to see the Scotsman with the dead man's pyro. That's enough to make me pay off the tab for this evening's cooking gab and call it a night. Nothing we haven't since will happen here. Right? Jacob says, I have my money on McIntyre. Matthew says the main event is weak.
Yeah, this is a silly one.
It's just silly and dumb.
Because there's no way Corbin can win. So it just makes the match silly.
Right?
So hopefully Bobby gets involved or something.
Indicator's like, so I hope you guys will be ready for a wide range of topics and annoying questions, not from me, and bad jokes. All from me in 45 hours. See you then. All right, Vindicator. Have a good beginning to your week. We'll see you on Wednesday. As Matthew says, all hail King Corbin.
There are 7 per night right now.
Nice. It's a good thing they told us all about him. And then had King Corbin come down. And now...
So the Women's Battle Royal, I take it's not happening, so I'm just going to cross that off.
Jacob's like, why is Corbin on Raw?
That's a good question. No, he's the SmackDown guy.
Roberto Lozano says, hey, I wonder if it's going to be the Bellas to face the Women's Tag Championship? No. Probably not, hon. Because it's
Sweet
not going to be, unless they're in that fatal 4-way tag match on the first night of WrestleMania between 4 different groups of girls, I don't think so.
And they're not.
Rob is like, Bob,
and that'll be closer to this fall. They just had some babies. They got work to do.
Rob is like, Bob has defo smashed a few of the women in WWE since he's been there. Yeah?
I'm pretty sure he's married. But maybe. That doesn't mean anything. Bray was married when he hooked up with JoJo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure there's other cheating going on. Like Triple H cheating on his wife with Stephanie.
Oh, yeah.
Or girlfriend or whatever she was.
That was pretty funny. There's bacon in the jam.
I think Lita was really with Jeff Hardy, and she cheated on him with Edge or something too.
Mm.
And Edge might have cheated on her with the Glamazon.
Possibly.
So.
The Indicator's like, safety is my least favorite priority, Matt, so no deal. Yeah, but seriously, thanks, man. You too. Right? Be safe. Robbie's like, being married ain't gonna stop Bob.
Right.
I just don't...
Ring no block, no hole.
It's weird. It's weird.
It's just science. I just try to speak truth.
That's weird.
So we didn't really get a Bliss and Orton thing. We just did a little bit of a story in the middle.
Not necessarily. I mean, they did. They kind of gave a background thing of what's going on and everything to show, like, what's going to happen at WrestleMania. But unless this was going to be a very long match, there's enough time they can do something if they wanted to.
Bring Randy out at the end, I guess. Have the Fiend close it down.
Mm-hmm.
If they're going to do that, then they need to put the Fiend on night 1 and have a main event it, which they should have done anyways. I thought they were going to main event it with this one, but now they're talking about main event it with the women, so why not just main event it with a main event thing?
Right.
Randy and the Fiend.
Mm-hmm. But they didn't, and they have stupid what's-his-face on the second night, too, so it's just weird.
Logan?
No. Roman Reigns.
That is not even a question. Roman is closing down WrestleMania. Like, there's no doubt about that.
That's what I mean, it's just dumb. Like, it makes no sense, so why would you put the Fiend on the same night?
That's why I said, so put it night 1 as a main event. Since they're arguing about who should be the main event, just put that. It works. Sells tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so obsolete that they've moved it off of WrestleMania.
Yo, I don't know why they did that. Is it because of how many matches they put on WrestleMania?
Either that or if they put it on the Mania, then they'd have to do a women's one. Because this new fair thing, this fair act thing that's happening in the world.
Yeah.
Everything has to be fair.
Well, they aren't doing a very good job with how many matches they have during the whole show, so what difference does that make?
Yeah.
Maddie's
There's your bell.
Lita was fucking nasty. Edge and Vince. Vince got all that ass back in the day.
Oh, I'm sure he was banging them all.
Ew, gross.
Linda probably watched.
Ew.
It's his wife.
I get it, but ew.
Her politics was way more important than worrying about who her husband's sleeping with.
I'm sure.
Get a divorce and your career's done in politics.
Yeah, that's apparent with the Clintons. Don't divorce, yet one of them's a lesbian. And they're not talking about the actual man in the relationship that wasn't her. Lesbian.
Every time I hear that, I think of, what's that show called?
Movie?
Yeah, with Tony Montana. Scarface.
Oh.
And the guy's like, look, I'm going to try to hook up with this girl. So Tony goes over to those kids, the little kids. He's like, watch this. Watch how this woman reacts to my friend. He's like, he goes over there and he's like, smack! And he's like, lesbians! He's all sticking his tongue out at him. Lesbians.
Alita's like, that's why Double J got divorced.
Yeah, who was... Yeah, I think I remember that. I'm trying to remember who his wife was. Isn't it Kurt Angle's wife? Or something like... I'm trying to remember how that worked. And Mongo McMichaels, Deborah McMichaels, went with Stone Cold. They got a divorce.
Mm-hmm. Matthew says, I meant Matt Hardy, not nasty. Oh, that typo worked, though. I just read how it is.
Nasty.
Lita was fucking nasty.
Go away. Leave her alone. Naxos, no.
Robbie's like, what's Drew planning to do with that sword? Floss his teeth? I don't know.
This is toothpick.
Alita's like, it is now. Well, there you go. That's funny.
Drew McIntyre and Corbin. Corbin's actually the same size.
Right?
Probably a little bit harder to wrestle a guy that's that big.
Well, didn't you do it with Bobby and Sheamus? Sheamus is about the same size.
Yeah.
He's not that much smaller.
They're shorter, though.
But not that.
I'm saying Corbin's his height, if not taller.
Right. But what's-his-face isn't that much shorter than him. Sheamus?
Sheamus is 6'4".
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not that much shorter.
Right.
You're saying he's shorter, and it's like, he's not that much shorter. Like, an inch or two is nothing compared to, you know, him wrestling Ali or Ricochet,
right.
For God's sakes. That's fucking like you're wrestling a little child. Chris O'Connor's like, we already saw Randy and Bliss recap, but I wonder if they're going to show up. There's only 10 minutes left. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think so.
King Corbin seems to be keeping his own in this, so...
No burying of Corbin as of yet. So
Warner Music Group in the chat. Hey, Warner
hey,
says,
boss.
ha ha ha, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley are main event night one. The Simps and little babies are crying because their precious queens, Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks, are not in the main event.
Is that what it said, that they're going to be main event? And I forgot to listen to that part because they didn't show it in order.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it either, sorry.
I'll have to watch it again here in a minute.
Well, I would imagine they would do that as a main event. Why wouldn't they do McIntyre and Lashley as the main event?
Well, it should be. McIntyre deserves it.
It's a main event type thing. Women's stuff isn't main eventing. Matthew's like, wasn't Corbin on a pro football team?
He was. He played for the Arizona Cardinals that I know of, but I'm pretty sure he went around to other teams also. Though.
Chris Akana's like, there was no build-up then if Fiend doesn't show up, right? Matthew's like, LL Warner. Truth. Chris is like, no, they said Drew was main eventing night one. They just said. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to go back and watch it anyways, just make sure, but yeah, I mean, if that's what they said, that's perfect. I'm excited.
Right. I think that they should main event it. I don't think the women should main event it.
That relieves a lot of my stress. I was worried about that. I was like, can we just quit early if it's the women? I do want to watch the match, but I just wish it was earlier.
I agree.
Like, well, I can get off TV earlier. Like, we're going to call it a night, guys. But I want to watch it.
What are you guys talking about? They're going to do? We don't care. I'm just kidding. Robbie's like, EST is going to win just so she gets her Wrestlemania moment and Banks will get screwed again.
Yeah, if she loses another one, she's going to be like the reverse Undertaker. I think this will be her 6th year in a row or something like that. Where she's lost at WrestleMania. Or 5th year or 4th year.
If they did that, we might see a reverting of her and her tantrum issues. I don't think they might not want to do that. Chris is like, the women should even come up the show.
Oh, they need to be on.
The women should even open up the show.
That's what I had been saying. I've been saying that a lot of the time. Because if they started the show, it would be fantastic. It would get it going. And
have a really good, long match.
Yes.
Like, and it doesn't have to be a storyline match or anything. Just matches with women in it. Fuck, guys, come on.
Well,
I don't care if they have storylines or not.
Sasha starting WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like, just going right out of the gate. Put on a 5-star match if they can. And then say, all right, follow that up for everybody else. Because WWE doesn't put those kind of matches on. So all of a sudden, that women's match is going to be the match that you think of for the first, 6-7 matches or whatever before the main event. And then all of a sudden, the main event comes out and you're like, well, the women did better.
Uh-huh.
But if you do it opposite, people are going to be like, well, they didn't do it right.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
Rob is like, Travis, I email Vince, he might put the women on first for you.
Pull my favor.
Super fun. Super.
Like a cluster. She's like, it's a bundle.
She's yelling at them. So crazy. They show her at the beginning. And she's just kind of standing over the cake, staring at it. The little ginger girl. I was like, oh, look how adorable she is with her little no soul. Because the guy is like, Sami Zayn should be WWE champion.
At some point, I could see him becoming a major champion. They'd have to do the storyline right. And right now, they're stacked with guys that are more in Vince's favor. But I agree with you. I would like to see him be a major champion because it'd just be fantastic if they kept his story the same as it is. Like his
whole documentary thing, how he won and it was a conspiracy that he won.
Mm-hmm.
And how they're still against him. Roberto Lozano says, I guess we're not going to see Bliss and The Fiend tonight. I guess
it's looking that way.
Looking that way, but sorry. Jiggy says, I want Gronk to be in the Andre the Giant Royale again. Battle Royale again.
Right? I think he's still planning on playing football next year, so I don't know if that's going to happen.
Matthew's like, I think the KFC chicken sandwich is better than Chick-fil-A. Right, but is it better than the Popeyes chicken sandwich?
Oh, wow. There's a lot of game at the top of the chicken game right now.
Everybody's remaking their chicken sandwiches.
Did you see that Pizza Hut is making one? A chicken sandwich that's pizza, though?
A chicken pizza sandwich?
Yeah, it's like a double-layered pizza. So they put a pizza, and then they put, like, something, and then a pizza.
No. Is that true, or you just make it up shit?
No, I think I screenshotted it.
Oh.
I think I was going to send it to you.
Alita's like, Sammy need to keep taking his meds, right? Jacob Zane says he might return at Mania. Maybe. He might, but I doubt it. Rifkin on Rifkin. Saturday at 8 on Oxygen. Need to record.
Yeah, don't tell me, because I won't.
I'm telling you to remind me.
Yeah, there's nothing that I will remember about that.
Chris is like, yeah, and Sammy would sell out with those t-shirts that would say, I'm the WWE champion. It says, I'm your WWE champion. Matthew says, I haven't tried the Popeyes chicken sandwich. You gotta try the Popeyes chicken sandwich before you make comparisons. Roberto Lozano says, are y'all going to be on live for the Hall of Fame tomorrow night? No. We will not be here tomorrow night for the Hall of Fame. It is on the Peacock. If you're in the States, it's on the Peacock app. If you're not in the States, it's still on the WWE Network app. Jacob says, I think Logan Paul should be in WWE.
Good work.
Matthew says, I just fold 2 slices together. Yeah, sorry, Roberto. It's just a really long show. They're doing 2 years worth of stuff, so it's going to be a pretty long showing. And I find the Hall of Fame kind of boring. I mean, if you could fast forward through it, it'd be awesome. Like, if you could just fast forward and say, and so-and-so is on the Hall of Fame. But you kind of already know who's being inducted, so it's really not really that interesting. Now, if they did, like, a surprise, like they kept it a secret, like somebody, and like said, and now we're going to show you, wow, this person's going into the Hall of Fame. Then it'd be kind of cool to watch it, but you know everybody who's going in, so it's kind of like meh. And, you know, probably half of them are dead anyway, so.
No, they're not. Nobody's dead.
You don't know that. They could be dead now. Jacob Jean says, I just realized I get to watch AEW Wednesday with you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to be here watching it.
Watching the AEW.
Roberto Lozano's like, that's okay. Matthew says the McDonald's version isn't great. They supposedly redid it and it's supposed to be better, but I don't know. I've never really liked their chicken sandwich. Burger King used to have a really good chicken sandwich, and they had it on these really cool, nice buns. Like, it was like the, you know, like the Chick-fil-A sandwiches and stuff like that. And then they changed the buns, and it was just gross after that, so I stopped getting them. So the only other place that I like chicken sandwich from is like Hardee's or Carl's Jr. Theirs is pretty good.
Good stuff.
Rob is like, people must have better things to do than watch the Hall of Shame. Well, some people probably do, and they're going to watch that and other things. Matthew says, true, Hall of Fame is all for the cameos. The Hall of Fame is all for the cameos. Okay, did he do this himself?
No, I got the email from Pizza Hut, and then I went and found a video of it. That's it. It's like I said, it's 2 pizzas on top of each other.
Pizza Hut's new chicken sandwich. How are you supposed to eat it? Wouldn't you just take the pizza and, like, put it... Wouldn't you just flip the pizza on top of it, though?
The other one?
Yeah, like, wouldn't you take that one and just flip it over so it's, like, on top of it, so the cheese and goop is on top of the chicken?
Well, anyways, but that's...
I haven't even seen anything about that.
I got an email from, you know how you get the ads and stuff?
Yeah.
It was like a few days ago. I was going to forward it to you, but I deleted it. And then I went to look at my trash and I couldn't find it.
It's so weird.
Too late!
Corbin almost got him. Jacob says, has MVP ever been in the Hall of Fame yet?
No.
Raleigh's like, sorry to ask, are you streaming most nights, guys? Hall of Fame, Dynamite, then NXT, pay-per-view, SmackDown, Mania, Raw, not on Tuesday. Wow, I am going to be all wrestled out. Oh my god, so much wrestling. Ha! Now NXT now on Tuesdays. It won't be on Tuesdays until after starting the 14th.
Yeah, right after WrestleMania.
Yeah, so that next week.
I think it's the 13th. But
or
yeah.
13th or whatever. Okay, so we will not be on tomorrow
13th.
night for Hall of Fame. We will be here Wednesday for AEW. We'll try to keep some updates for the NXT. We will not be live for the second night of NXT on Thursday. We will be here on Friday for SmackDown. Also, after SmackDown, we're going to do our WrestleMania predictions a half an hour later after we end the show.
Yeah, so like 10:30 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be
So we're going to end the show like immediately.
Bam,
And no
sidewalk
talkies
slam.
after the fact. Then we will be doing WrestleMania's Night 1 and Night 2, Saturday and Sunday this weekend. And then, of course, Raw on Monday, the following Monday. So that is our live streaming
this week.
Whatchamacallit?
Schedule.
Schedule this week.
Schedule.
Our schedule this
Schedule.
week is that. Marilla Lozano says, I was hoping The Undertaker was going to be in the WWE Hall of Fame this year. I guess now, not I know Kane is.
I think they're going to do it with the fans.
They're going to have to wait until there's lots of fans for The Undertaker. I think they're going to wait. And he just barely retired.
They want that big pop for his big dong.
Right. And he just barely retired. So, I mean, it's kind of like... Matthew Meadows says, I used to love chicken tenders from BK over chicken nuggets. Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Jacob G says, Roto Taker is going to the Hall of Fame. At some point, he will. Robbie's like, Travis,
I like the McDonald's barbecue sauce
pizza
better,
for
though.
dinner. You like McDonald's what?
Barbecue sauce better.
Oh.
It's not even close.
Yeah, their sauces are way different in a lot of places. What I think is fantastic is that Burger King now has mozzarella sticks.
You don't go to Burger King, so I don't know why you think anything's cool. I tell you to go there every time you ask, what should I get for lunch? I would go to Burger King. Because I know if I was still eating bread, I would have a Whopper.
I went to Burger King that one week, like, almost every day. I got, like, Whopper or some shit for, like, 2 days or 3 days straight.
Yeah, there's no doubt I would have a Whopper right now if I could. I'd have to get the bread.
Yeah.
I'd have to find some bread that I could eat. Then go get a Whopper and just take everything off and put it on the bread.
Robbie's like, Travis buying D pizza for dinner. No pizza for dinner for me.
No, she leaves. She goes home right after we're done.
Matthew says, I can't believe this is the main event. Matthew says, or get a calzone. Right? Chris Akani says, you should make, did you hear t-shirts? Did you hear? Right?
We have hoodies. We don't have any t-shirts, though.
No. Did you hear?
Did you hear?
That's
RVD?
what he said. We should make t-shirts. Did you hear? Did you hear? Question mark. Did you run around? Imagine running around. Did you hear? Question mark on your shirt. They'd be like, what? What did I hear?
Nobody would understand.
Nobody would
Wrestling.
understand.
Did you hear?
Jacob Regine.
There it is!
I made debut in
Deep
the Andre the
six.
Giant Battle Royale. Sweet.
1, 2, and 3. No!
Ooh, he got out of it.
McIntyre.
Matthew Meadows, hashtag Taker's Dong. They're both awesome sauces, though. Raleigh says, okay, thanks for telling everyone your schedule, wondering what nights you were streaming. Cool. You two are going to be all wrestled out, too. When you get to next Tuesday, you will be like, no, I can't watch anymore. Ha.
Corbin needs... Is Corbin going to turn face here? No, I thought he might hit him.
Why would he hit him? Oh, he missed. Oh,
Claymore!
He got Claymored in the face.
That's it. That's all your fault.
Oh, dang it. Sad. Roberto Lozano says, you know what will be weird if the fake Undertaker comes back. Just saying. Jacob says, I didn't know Drew could jump over the ropes. And Travis, next month I will try to get some clips of the wrestling match. Nice.
Awesome.
Robbie's like, LOL, it's funny how your mind works taking a Burger King when Corbin is on. Ha ha ha. Right? Alita Kelly's like, that would be great right about now. Burger
Whopper?
King? A Whopper? Russell McIntyre is making horrible faces and take that. Chris O'Connor is like, this match was 20 minutes wasted, no fiend. Raleigh says, I think that's the first time someone has kicked out of End of Days. Sad fact.
Yeah.
Well, they have to make Corbin a weaker opponent, right?
They're pushing Drew. He's going to be champion.
They got to push
Sunday,
him.
Saturday.
You know, they got to have the weaker link out there and whatnot.
Oh, Bobby Lashley coming out.
Oh, Jacob's like, Bull may have copyright music? What? Who? Matthew says, that was weak. I mean, good match, but not main event night before, right before Mania tag match would have been awesome. Alita says, yes, a Whopper. Whopper would be fantastic right now. With you know, cheese sticks. Deep fried cheese sticks.
Yummy.
Put the cheese sticks on the Whopper. Rob is like, strawberry
Those
Dr. Pepper is ranked tastes like crap. Ew.
You know another argument that you could do so it's not man against female for the main event on Saturday? Is Raw gets a main event and SmackDown gets a main event.
Right.
And so that's up them for however they're going to do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so if they want Roman to not main event, that means they have to put Sasha and Bianca.
Right.
If they don't want Bobby to main event or Drew, then they have to put The Fiend and Randy.
True.
Right? I mean, that makes sense.
Right.
To me.
Yeah, I don't know. Robbie's like, strawberry Dr. Pepper is ranked tastes like crap. You know, they have a new flavor over here in Pepsi. It's mango Pepsi. I'm not sure how well that would do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like mango. And I do like Pepsi. But I'm not sure how well it would be together. Kind of sounds gross. Jacob's like, I may have copyright much. I am having typos. OMG. Okay, I don't know what you're saying. Maybe you need some sleep. Golf Lashley is gone. Matthew Meta says, Bobby Lashley definitely had boys music. Who said that earlier? I don't know. Luna's like, me too. Right. And we're going right after Golf Lashley.
It has been a wonderful night spending it with you guys, by the way. I've had a good night. It was a great Raw.
It was great.
Normally the Raw can kind of drag, but it seemed fine tonight.
It wasn't too bad. I kind of expected a little bit more just because Jacob's like, copyright music. Who's copywriting music?
We don't play any music, except for my phone when it rings.
But may have copyright music. I may have copyright music.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, be careful with that, because you can, they'll mute it, and then you get a strike. If it's a video, if you're doing it live, you'll get screwed. But if you're doing it as a video that you post, they just mute it.
Yeah. I may at the wrestling match. So if he takes recordings of it and stuff like that, well, it depends. If you're uploading it and sharing it on a channel or something like that, there's a possibility you could get a copyright strike. But if you're just uploading little clips and sending it to us on Instagram to watch, we're not going to be posting it on anything. So we wouldn't post it. I mean, on our Instagram page, you know, unless it wanted to, but we probably won't.
And if I get a copyright strike on Instagram, boo-hoo.
Right.
I don't even know what it means.
Matthew's like, I meant boss music. Chris is like, goodbye and good night, Bing. And EvilBot was in our chat, but Edge will become Universal Champion. All right. And on that note, EvilBot. All right, everybody. Thank you so much again. Like Travis said, you guys are what makes our show. Thank you again. If you are new, please subscribe. If you are part of our subscribers, please give us a thumbs up on our video. It helps with our algorithms and helps everybody else find us too.
It's good. All right, guys. We appreciate it. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gap, and we will see you in 46 hours.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.